Stuttgart Ricebird football on the EAB Sports Network. Lynn Keller.
And we welcome you to Lonoke, Arkansas, where the Stuttgart Ricebirds have traveled to take on the Lonoke Jackrabbits in a crucial 2-4A conference matchup here on this football Friday night. Hi, everyone. I'm Lynn Keller, sitting alongside my good friend and broadcast partner, Brent Whitman. Also have Jonathan Watson, Chris Armstrong here on the EAB Sports Network Stuttgart Ricebird YouTube channel as they're getting ready to bring you the sights, and Brent and I will bring you the sounds here coming up in just about 30 minutes. Again, Brent, this is a big one here tonight, one that a lot of people have had circled on the calendar really since last year.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Yeah, kind of a deja vu here as we are here in Lonoke again, on the same week as last year. Yeah, a big game last year, when it was a shootout last year, and I don't expect anything less tonight with big playoff seedings on the line.
It is, and of course, if you heard on Coach Price's Coachy Show just a little bit earlier, playing on a grass field here tonight, first one of the season, and it's brown.
Yes, it is.
And the stripes are white, and it's going to be a little bit difficult on seeing some of the yard markers here tonight, but I walked out on the field just a little bit before we went on the air, and Brent, it's in good shape, obviously not muddy. We haven't had enough rain this fall to create a mud puddle, but it's not cut very tall either, so really I don't think it'll be a factor. I know the kickers worked on grass at Stuttgart this week in practice, and so they're ready. And as I look out there, and I can see Jack Hossman out there, and they keep backing up further and further trying field goals. And of course, this was the site last year of Jack's longest field goal of the season as well, a 37-yarder.
Yeah, we needed every one of those points last year, and the field looks good. I wish they had just a little more white paint out there on the numbers and the lines, but other than that, it's in pretty good shape.
It is for a grass field, and the only one, I guess, that we'll play on this year. Of course, you don't know what may happen playoff-wise, but in the regular season, this will be the only one. Now, next year, we've got 3 that we'll play on, and it will be a little bit different next year, but certainly not going to have an effect on the ball game tonight. It may have an effect on how dirty the jerseys get.
Yeah, that's right. But, as I noticed when I was driving up, the Birds not in all white tonight, white tops with dark maroon pants, and they look good.
And there's Jack watching him warm up, and he just nailed about a 40-yarder.
Yeah.
And that drew a nice response from the Ricebird crowd that's making their way into the stands here now. Ricebirds are concluding their warm-ups, and we'll start breaking tonight's game down for you here. We've got a look at the Lonoke Jackrabbits. Brent and I will take a look back to the Ricebirds' big win last week on the road at Heber Springs, and then we'll also take a look around the conference and see what else is going on. But to know that this is a big game tonight, Brent, all 3 of the Little Rock television stations are here with film crews.
Yep, that's right. I saw the cars out there when I drove up. Yeah, a big game here, somewhat in the Little Rock metro area, and it's always a big game when Stuttgart comes to town, no matter where you are.
It is, and of course the other thing about that is, not in addition to it being a good game, the TV stations can make it back to the station in time for their broadcast
for the highlights
at 10:15. So that's a lot of it, but you got 2 pretty good football teams that's going to square off here, and that's the other half of that equation. We've got the Freemeyer's Best Brands Plus Ricebird pregame show coming your way, and again, we'll break down tonight's game, and we'll look around the conference, see what all else is going on, and we'll get started on that in 4 minutes.
Like you, Stedman's Ace Hardware is passionate about their community. They support the Lions Club, Fight Like a Kid, and numerous other organizations, including youth, high school, and adult sports programs. Whether helping their neighbors or helping their customers, Stedman's Ace Hardware truly is the helpful place. Shop Weber Grills, Blackstone Griddles, Traeger Pellet Grills and Pellets, and more, and get all the help you need at Stedman's Ace Hardware, 110 South College in downtown Stuttgart. Stedman's Ace Hardware, the helpful place.
Did you know since 1907, Lane, Arkansas has been providing water services to cities, industries, and farmers, not just in the Grand Prairie area, but all across the state. Lane, Arkansas provides pump sales and installation, constructs and designs water wells, and installs underground pipes. Lane, Arkansas also has an in-house machine shop prepared to service and repair all brands and sizes of pumps, gear drives, and motors, along with a complete parts department open to the public. So for all your water service needs, contact Lane, Arkansas first. Call 870-673-1591. Lane, Arkansas, a division of Lane Christensen Company.
At River Valley Tractor, right now you can take home a Kubota L2501 DT tractor with a Kubota LA 526 FL loader, a Landpride 5-foot rotary cutter, a 5-foot box blade, and an 18-foot trailer for $26,995. We're lucky to call the Natural State our backyard. With 7 River Valley Tractor locations, it means they're right in your backyard too. Now through December 31st, 2022. Visit rivervalleytractor.com or go to KubotaUSA.com for more information.
Attention former Classic Cleaners customers. Atlantis Coin Laundry in Stuttgart and Southern Starch of Dumas have partnered to provide dry cleaning service to the Stuttgart area. Now you can drop off dry cleaning at Atlantis at 14th and Main in Stuttgart by noon Wednesday and pick up the following Thursday. Turnaround is 1 week. Go to southernstarch.com to see pricing and to set up a dry cleaning charge account. Atlantis will continue their wash, dry, and fold service Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. to 2 p.m. Learn more about dry cleaning services by visiting southernstarch.com.
Another way to learn more about the Arkansas Delta Byways is to visit one of the Arkansas Welcome Centers in the Delta region, with locations in Blytheville, Corning, Helena, West Helena, Lake Village, and West Memphis. You can stop by and have one of the knowledgeable travel consultants help you with a customized tour of the Arkansas Delta Byways region. Check out the special Arkansas Delta exhibits at each of the locations. Visit deltabyways.com for more great ideas.
This ad paid with state and regional funds.
Are you tired of unreliable internet service? Are you constantly running over your data plan? You can't get service where you live? With TechStream high-speed internet, you'll get consistent high speeds and low latency that doesn't stop at city limits. TechStream high-speed internet is perfect for homes, small and large businesses, farmers, and hunting clubs. Stream every football game this fall with no interruptions. Servicing Arkansas, Lonoke, Prairie, Jefferson, and Lincoln counties. TechStream is your locally owned and operated high-speed internet solution. Call toll-free at 866-268-0101 or visit TechStream.net.
The John Hart Christmas sale is going on now through the end of the month at Coker Hampton Drug Company and Gift Shop in downtown Stuttgart. Shop a huge variety of styles during this holiday special event. John Hart's personalized, handcrafted travel items make the best gifts. So go ahead and start marking off your Christmas list and get a little something for yourself while you're at it. Ending Monday, October 31st, the John Hart Christmas sale going on now at Coker Hampton Drug Company and Gift Shop in downtown Stuttgart.
Like you, Stedman's Ace Hardware is passionate about their community. They support the Lions Club, Fight Like a Kid, and numerous other organizations, including youth, high school, and adult sports programs. Whether helping their neighbors or helping their customers, Stedman's Ace Hardware truly is the helpful place. Shop Weber Grills, Blackstone Griddles, Traeger pellet grills and pellets, and more, and get all the help you need at Stedman's Ace Hardware, 110 South College in downtown Stuttgart. Stedman's Ace Hardware, the helpful place.
And we welcome you back to the Freemeyer's Best Brands Plus Ricebird pregame show, coming to you tonight from Lonoke, where the Stuttgart Ricebirds have traveled to take on the Lonoke Jackrabbits in a crucial 2-4A conference matchup. We'll talk about the conference coming up here in just a little bit, but first let's get started. Let's talk about the Lonoke Jackrabbits and what we can expect from them tonight. Brent, they're 6-2 overall. They're 4-1 in the conference. Looking at their schedule, they opened up their season at CAC in convincing fashion, 43-13, but then maybe the shocker of the season, at least at the time, was they played host to Melbourne and lost.
Yeah, they did. 34-33. Yeah, you know, and that's the 3A team, so we were kind of saying, oh, you know, what happened there? But, you know, as it turned out, you know, Melbourne is still undefeated in a very, very good 3A team.
Yeah, no, great point about that. Then Lonoke played a team called Memphis Business. Never heard of them before.
No.
Handled them very easily, 54-7. Then they played host to Riverview and got a 60-20 win there. Then they played host to Harding Academy, and this was the week after the Ricebirds traveled to Harding, and they lost 31-21, but a good competitive game.
Kind
of started making us scratch our heads a little bit after Harding had handled the Ricebirds fairly easily the week before. Then they went on the road for just the second time all year. They traveled to Cave City and got probably a harder fought win than I thought maybe that was going to be.
Yeah, they did a 34-21 win. Yeah, that game was a battle all the way through the fourth quarter, we heard. So, yeah, a tough game there.
2 weeks ago, they played host to Heber Springs, and another pretty good battle there, 28-7. And then last week, they traveled to Ball Knob and took care of business by 4 touchdowns, 29-0. And as we mentioned, only 3 away games in the regular season, but you know what that means? That's a lot of road trips next year.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, that's right. And, yeah, and they have taken care of business as far as the conference season has gone along, much like Stuttgart, with 1 loss, and both teams coming in here with identical 6-2 records, and teams that pretty much mirror each other, in a lot of ways with a lot of big play scoring.
Yep, no doubt. Chris Norton in his first year at the helm in Lonoke, taking over for Harry Wright, who had 21 wins in 3 years, but was 0-3 in the playoffs. Chris coached Perryville to a 21-22 record over the past 4 seasons and winning seasons the past 3 years. The Rabbits were 8-3 a year ago, 3rd in conference, and lost in the first round of the playoffs at home to Ashdown 35-14. Now their 2 regular season losses were to Southside Batesville 38-37 in overtime in week 6 and to Stuttgart 45-28 in week 9. They returned 7 offensive, 7 defensive starters from last year's squad, including quarterback Braden Allen, 6'3", 190-pound junior, completed 62% of his passes last season for 1,568 yards and 19 touchdowns, and ran for almost 800 yards. And against Stuttgart last year, he was 8 of 17 passing for 96 yards, 1 touchdown, and 1 interception. He also rushed 28 times for 156 yards and 2 touchdowns and caught 1 pass for 51 yards. So, Brent, he accounted for a total of 303 yards of Lonoke's 402 yards of total offense last year. So, to say we need to keep an eye on him is an understatement.
Yeah, he's involved in almost every play on offense, catching, throwing, running, whatever. But, yeah, he's going to be a guy that you have to tackle or wrap up and bring down before he gets loose in the open field.
Also in the backfield, keep an eye on Latrell Burnett, 6 foot, 170-pound senior. He runs hard between the tackles, and he's also the one that threw the 51-yard pass to Allen in the Stuttgart game last year, so keep that in mind as well. Now, on that play, Brent, if I'm not mistaken, that was the little hideout play where the quarterback looked like he was leaving the field of play, and he gets right to the sideline and just stops.
Right, yeah, I think so. I remember that now. I think we saw it.
We did see it, before that he didn't make it all the way to the sideline, and when he turned and started facing south, that put off a light bulb there as well. Receiving, Landon Jones was the top target in the Stuttgart game last year, hauling in 6 catches for 42 yards and 1 7-yard touchdown that Lonoke got on the board with. 2:28 to go in the first half. He also rushed 5 times for just 13 yards. The 5'10", 175-pound senior was all conference last year with almost 900 yards of offense. Rabbits have a good kicker, Tom Boatwright, 6'1", 160-pound junior. He's been perfect, 6 of 6 on extra points against Stuttgart the 2 previous years that they've played, including 2 of 2 as a freshman and 4 of 4 last year as a sophomore. He's also their punter, Brent, and stepped out on the field again before we went on the air, and they were going through their warm-ups, and he was booming those punts. Of course, it's a little bit different, too.
That's right, when you don't have somebody
bearing down on you.
That's right, yeah, that's right. But, yeah, a 3-year starter there at kicker, and he's a good one, too.
Last year, the Ricebirds never trailed in this game, but Lonoke would not back down. The Birds led 14-0 halfway through the second quarter and led 24-14 at the half, thanks to Jack Hossman's 37-yard field goal as time expired in the first half. Lonoke came out in the second half, cut the Birds' lead to 24-21 with just 1:30 gone in the third quarter. The 2 teams swapped scores, and with 4:17 to go in the fourth, Cedric Hawkins broke a 75-yard touchdown run to give the Birds a 2-score lead and a little breathing room. Then Daniel Poole's 20-yard touchdown run with 54 seconds left put the lid on a 45-28 win in what we've called many times a shootout. And as you mentioned earlier, I think we could expect that probably again tonight.
Yeah, I think so. Both teams with big play capability players on offense, and you mentioned that Cedric Hawkins' 75-yard run that kind of sealed it last year. That ended up being the Fearless Friday play of the year last year. Yes,
not offensive play of the year.
That's right.
It was the overall play of the year, and I was highly disappointed that they used the field camera to show it.
Yeah.
The camera shot that we had from Chris and Jonathan was a much better view of that play, and they could have pulled that off of YouTube and really impressed the statewide audience with that. But nonetheless, congratulations to Cedric Hawkins, and again, that great play that made the play of the year for Fearless Friday. Well, Brent, the Ricebirds got a big win last week. Never easy place to go when you go to Heber Springs to take on the Panthers, but the Ricebirds took care of business amid all of the hoopla that went on. I know when we arrived, there was all the festivities going on, helicopters landing in the field and bands playing, and statewide radio was there, and it just really was setting Heber Springs up, to really be pumped up when they came out. But the Birds really wasted no time, took the opening kick and then marched it down, took a quick 7-0 lead, marched it to 14-0 lead at the end of the first quarter, and then Cedric Hawkins with another one of those patented 80-yard touchdowns gave the Birds a 21-0 lead at the half.
Yeah, a good first half for Cedric, and a good first half for Clark as well. That defense getting all of those people back, they are finally starting to come around, I think.
They really are, and of course defense played a huge role last week as well. Cedric Hawkins in the third quarter had another 86-yard touchdown run that put the Birds up 31-0. In that mix was a Hossman 24-yard field goal as well. And of course we talk about him every week, what a weapon Jack is, and continues to show that week in and week out. Heber Springs did get on the board later in the fourth quarter, but A.J. Higgins, with 6:38 to go, really put the icing on the cake for the Birds in what I call the A.J. Higgins Memorial Drive.
Yes, it was. A.J. Higgins came in on that drive, and he had 9 carries, I think, on that drive for 85 yards. And they finished the game with 94 yards, and the Ricebirds as a team finished with 419 yards rushing. They were pounding it on the ground last Friday.
Brent, you made the point that we came up just a few yards short of having 3 100-yard rushers. Said that to Coach Price. He said, doggone it, if I'd have known that. He said, I guarantee you we'd have given him the ball a couple more times.
Yeah, that's right. He needed 6 more yards to join Hawkins and Clark in the 100. Well, as a matter of fact, Cedric was in the 200-yard club, as he had 12 carries for 210 yards last Friday.
So, but that would have been pretty impressive to have 3 over 100 yards, and it was awfully close, and a great job by A.J. Higgins. I tell you, Brent, when A.J. came back from an injury, it just seems like he found another gear while he was rehabbing.
Yeah, he did, because, it kind of seemed like he was more of a banger in there, a hard runner. But, boy, he has got that speed now.
And he's hitting that line wide open. He breaks in that secondary and makes me double check. Who is that with the ball, for a split second?
Yeah, and we're going to need him, as we go further on in the playoffs for sure.
We are in Lonoke, and we're getting set for 2-4A conference action between the Stuttgart Ricebirds and the Lonoke Jackrabbits. And right now here at the stadium, we are set for the opening ceremonies. We'll have the invocation, the alma mater, and the national anthem. So we'll step away for 5 minutes while we get that, and we'll be back with more on the Freemeyer's Best Brands Plus Ricebird pregame show tonight from Lonoke.
$20 an hour. You heard that right. Lennox Industries' state-of-the-art air-conditioned factory in Stuttgart, Arkansas is now offering $20 an hour starting pay, in addition to no mandatory weekend work, making it a great place to start a new and exciting career. We invite you to become a member of the strongest commercial HVAC manufacturing facility in the world. If you have manufacturing experience, a strong work record with good attendance, and are looking for a place to establish a long-term career where you can grow? Then Lennox Industries in Stuttgart wants you. Lennox offers the best combination of pay and overall benefits package in the industry and has been operating in Stuttgart since 1974. If you are ready to kickstart your career and join an industry-leading company in HVAC, then visit LennoxInternational.com/careers or text MyCoolJobs to 97211.
Simmons Bank, nominated by Forbes magazine as a top U.S. bank, takes great pride in investing in our friends and neighbors. For more than 100 years, we've worked to make our customers' dreams come true, earning trust with convenient and reliable financial tools, checking and savings accounts, home and consumer loans, small business loans, and low-rate credit cards. Wherever you are on your financial journey, we're there with you every step of the way. Simmons Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender, subject to credit approval.
Flu shots are available now at Urgent Care of Stuttgart for ages 6 months and up. No appointment is necessary. Simply walk in. Most major insurance providers are accepted, and you can call ahead to 672-0911 to find out if you're covered. Supplies are limited. Get your flu shot today at Urgent Care of Stuttgart. And if you start to experience a sudden onset fever, chills, aches, tiredness, a sore throat, or dry cough, visit Urgent Care for treatment without a wait. Open Monday through Friday, 7 a.m. to 5 p.m. Urgent Care of Stuttgart at 22nd and Park Avenue. Get sick, get seen today.
Freemeyer's Best Brands Plus has been supporting Ricebirds athletics for 43 years in Stuttgart. We're honored to be a part of the Ricebird tradition. Freemeyer's has joined with some of the best brands in America, including Whirlpool, Maytag, KitchenAid, Lazy Boy, and Sealy, to be able to supply our customers with the best values. Now Freemeyer's has gone a step further with guaranteed price matching. If you need home furnishings, make sure you check with Freemeyer's, 201 South Main in downtown Stuttgart. Best brands, best prices, best people.
Brothers Realty is selling Stuttgart, and they're ready to help you with all your real estate needs. Looking to upgrade or downsize? Maybe you're looking to build a home or open a business in Stuttgart. Brothers Realty has the best listings in town for a reason. They deliver results. Whether you're in the market for new property or have a property to list, call Sandra Brothers or Liz Ponder at Brothers Realty, 870-659-4218. Visit brothers-realty.com or follow Brothers Realty on Facebook and Instagram.
Farmers and Merchants Bank is adding more convenient banking across Arkansas. The MVP Center in DeWitt is now open on Whitehead Drive, and there are two in Stuttgart, one on Maple behind the main bank and one on the corner of North Main and Michigan. These are interactive teller machines with on-screen tellers serving you 7 to 7 Monday through Friday and 9 till noon on Saturdays. Go to mebanking.com to locate more MVP centers as you travel across the state from Jonesboro to the Bank of Fayetteville. Always finding a better way at Farmers and Merchants Bank, member FDIC.
And a brighter day up ahead.
When it comes to harvest season, you're no stranger to long hours, which is why your Case IH dealer, Progressive Tractor and Implement in Stuttgart, is extending their parts and service hours to help you be ready during this crucial time of year. Trust factory-trained technicians to provide knowledgeable expertise and quick turnaround times. Ask Progressive Tractor and Implement about their next-day parts availability and count on their professionals to help ensure that your equipment stays up and running all day or all night for maximum production in bushels. Contact your local Case IH dealer, Progressive Tractor and Implement, for more information.
Looking for a new job to get you where you need to be? Cross that goal line with ease by contacting Express Employment Professionals in Stuttgart. Feel like you're facing a fourth down and long in your job search? Express Employment Professionals can help you get the first down by making your job search easier with no cost to apply or find you a job. If your business is recruiting employees or hiring seasonal workers, don't throw a Hail Mary. Get with Express Employment Professionals and score like never before. Your number one team is Express Employment Professionals, 1904 South Main, Suite 1 in Stuttgart. Call 870-672-4568 or go to expresspros.com.
Hello, this is Kevin Wingfield with Ag Heritage Farm Credit Services in Stuttgart. If you're looking to purchase or refinance farm real estate, equipment, cattle, or need capital for your crop operating expenses, we finance it all and share our profits through our patronage program. At Ag Heritage, we have friendly loan officers, competitive rates, and most of all, a lender who provides you with a financing package tailor-made to fit your individual needs. Please contact Kyle Stovson or myself, Kevin Wingfield, in Stuttgart at 870-673-1558. Ag Heritage Farm Credit Services is an equal housing lender.
And we welcome you back to the Freemeyer's Best Brands Plus Ricebird pregame show, coming to you tonight from Jackrabbit Stadium here in Lonoke, where the Stuttgart Ricebirds have traveled to take on the Lonoke Jackrabbits in this crucial 2-4A conference matchup. I'm Lynn Keller, sitting alongside Brent Whitman, also on our EAB Sports Network, Stuttgart Ricebirds YouTube channel. We've got Chris Armstrong, Jonathan Watson bringing you the sights over there, and Brent and I'll bring you the sounds here from this big game tonight here in Lonoke County. The Ricebirds come into tonight's game with an identical overall record to the Lonoke Jackrabbits. We're 6-2, but a little bit difference in the conference, and that's because Lonoke, this is their final conference game of the season, and the Ricebirds still have one more to play next Friday, Brent.
Yeah, the Ricebirds played their 4 non-conference games the first 4 games of the season, and Lonoke couldn't find a matchup, I don't think, so they had theirs moved down to week 10 where they're playing the Nashville Scrappers here at Lonoke.
Which would be an interesting matchup to have those two teams meet the last game of the regular season, when usually you're jockeying for playoff position and so forth, and that game really kind of meaningless.
Yeah, yes it is. You know, when you don't want to get anybody hurt right before the playoffs in a game that doesn't mean a lot, so it wouldn't shock me if that game just got canceled too.
Well, yeah, excellent point. And Coach Price alluded to that in the coaching show that, you know, he thought that would have been a possibility, particularly if the scenario had worked out where Lonoke and Nashville would met in the first round of the playoffs. And that was a very real possibility until last week.
Yes, there was no doubt about that it would have definitely got canceled, because you wouldn't want to play the same team 2 weeks in a row here at home. And, yeah, neither one of the teams would have wanted to do that.
Looking at the overall conference standings, Harding Academy pretty well in control. They're undefeated in conference 4-0. Harding Academy last week defeated Riverview 44-6. No big surprise there in what we consider probably the shortest trip in Class 2A. They can dress in their own locker rooms and walk to each other's campus basically. And then tonight, Harding Academy travels to Heber Springs, and you got to think that they'll take care of business there against the Panthers as well.
Yeah, they should. I think they will. You know, that's an improving Heber team, but I don't think they're quite a match for Harding Academy.
I agree. Looking elsewhere, last week, the Lonoke Jackrabbits, as we mentioned in the last segment, beat Ball Knob 29-0, and that set their conference mark at 4-1. The Ricebirds right behind them at 3-1, and then a logjam, 1 win apiece for Heber Springs, Ball Knob, Cave City, and Riverview. And let's look at tonight's schedule, Brent. In addition to Stuttgart at Lonoke and Harding Academy and Heber Springs that we mentioned, Cave City is at Ball Knob. So one of those teams are going to pick up their second win of the season.
Yeah, and that's going to be a big win there. That will probably get them in the playoffs.
To get them in the playoffs, and I'm telling you, it could have some seeding implications there as well. Also, Riverview is taking tonight off. A quick look to next week. Ball Knob will be at Stuttgart. Harding Academy will be at Cave City. Heber Springs will be at Riverview, and as Brent and I were talking, Nashville will be right here at Lonoke in non-conference play. We're getting close to the kickoff of this one here tonight. The Stuttgart Ricebirds and the Lonoke Jackrabbits. The captains have met at midfield. Brent, who are our captains for tonight's game?
All right, for the Lonoke Jackrabbits, number 3, Landon Jones. Number 4, Latrell Burnett. Number 20, Draylon Clay. And number 53, Nicholas Simmons. For the Ricebirds, Cedric Hawkins and Cameron Harper. And here come the Ricebirds.
There's Ricebirds coming out of their big inflatable run-through that is located on the northeast corner of the stadium. The stadium here, the field, runs north and south. Brent and I and Chris and Jonathan are all facing west here, and we're actually in the gym that overlooks the football field here. We're on the exit ramp of the gym, and we are set for Ricebird football. We want to thank you for listening to the Freemeyer's Best Brands Plus Ricebird pregame show tonight from Lonoke. Freemeyer's, located on 2nd and Main Street in Stuttgart. 673-6426 is the number to call. They're locally owned and operated. Charles Freemeyer and the gang will take great care of you at the sale, and then Jody Abels and the crew will take great care of you after the sale. That's Freemeyer's Best Brands Plus, proud sponsor of our Ricebird pregame show. The Stuttgart Ricebirds will kick. They will be kicking from the left to the right. Jack Hossman's got it teed up right in front of Brent and I's broadcast position. The Ricebirds will be kicking toward the north. Again, it's a grass field if you're just joining us here on the radio. And, of course, those of you joining us on our YouTube channel can see It's brown.
Yes, it is. Yeah, it's got that November brown just a few days early.
Ricebirds with that, I call it a little bit of an unusual kick formation. Jack Hossman just drills it, and it's going to be taken at about the 39-yard line and immediately down on the recovery, number 22 for the Lonoke Jackrabbits, and that is Will Payne.
Yeah, he just took it and went right to the ground. So he has been told not to run the ball at all because he did have a little bit of room there, but the Jackrabbits will start at their own 39. Pretty good field position, so let's see what this Ricebird defense can do against Braden Allen and company.
And here come the Jackrabbits. They're dressed in all purple pants, purple jerseys, white numbers. The Ricebirds in white jerseys with maroon pants tonight, maroon helmets. They've got the jersey number on the right side of their helmet, the Flying Bird logo on the left, and the stripe right down the center that starts wide in the front and comes to a point in the very back. Lonoke again will be moving from the north to the south. That's the right to the left. Ball's on the near hash mark. Hash marks and yard markers going to be hard for Brent and I to see here tonight because, again, the stripes are white, but the field is not green. No. The field is brown.
That's right. The referee's having a little talk here early on, but it looks like we're about ready for play now.
A few of the Jackrabbits have on pink socks in honor of Breast Cancer Awareness Month in the month of October. Ricebirds jump off sides right off the bat, and that'll give a free 5 to the Lonoke Jackrabbits before the ball is ever snapped here at Jackrabbit Stadium.
Yeah, a few too many penalties last week for Stuttgart as well.
Tank Hood a little over anxious there. We're going to talk a little bit more about him and Nikhil here in just a moment. Handoff into the line. Boy runs into a wall of Ricebirds and then just kind of cuts a little bit to the left, falls forward, and he's going to be close to a first down. Let's see, maybe going to mark it just a – no, they're going to call it a first down. It is first down and 10 at the 49-yard line on the Lonoke side of the ball. Nice crowd of, Brent, nice crowd of Ricebird fans on hand.
Yes, it is. It looks like almost more than what's on the home side.
Exactly. It's going to be a direct snap to number 4 around the right side. Running room still on his feet. 30, 25, 20, and close to the Ricebird red zone. They're going to mark him down at about the 22-yard line on the carry. Latrell Burnett, we talked about him and his speed in the pregame, and he showed it when he got the corner that time, Brent.
Yeah, he had several blockers going around that right side, and once he made his way around there, used his speed, he picked up 28 big ones.
2 plays, 2 first downs for the Jackrabbits. First down and 10 from the Stuttgart 21. Once again, Burnett on the carry, and this time the Ricebirds ready right up the middle. Matter of fact, line of scrimmage maybe is going to be about it.
Yeah, maybe.
Well, actually,
maybe
I think they're going to give him about, we'll call it a yard. It's just a tick under that. Moves the ball to about the 20.5-yard line. And number 7, Braden Allen now will be in shotgun formation. He's going to send 3 wide outs to the left. 1 back standing to his right. Calling for the ball, straight back to pass. Looks, fires out in the flats, got his man complete. Breaks 1 tackle, breaks another, and on the near sideline, finally out of bounds at about the 10-yard line. On the coverage for the Ricebirds was number 16, Kentavian Daniels. But that's the 3rd play, and that's the 3rd first down for the Lonoke Jackrabbits, and this one's first down, goal to go at the Stuttgart 9. Ball toward the near hash mark. Sends a man in motion out of the backfield. Braden Allen's going to keep it himself, and he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Lonoke. 4 plays, and the Lonoke Jackrabbits very quickly, with 10:30 to go in the first quarter, lead the Ricebirds 6-0.
Yeah, a couple of attempted arm tackles there by the Ricebirds, and you're not going to be able to do that on Allen. Strong runner there, and he broke a couple tackles and took it the distance, 9 yards, right up the middle of the field, and Lonoke strikes quickly here. 10:30 left in the first quarter.
Extra point attempt, good snap, good hold, kick is up, and it is good. And the Lonoke Jackrabbits quickly out to a 7-0 lead over the Stuttgart Ricebirds. Back with more Stuttgart Ricebird football in 30 seconds.
Duck season is just around the corner, and it's time to get your boat ready at Max Prairie Wings in Stuttgart. The Hatsu and Yamaha outboards are in stock now, and new War Eagle boats are arriving all the time. Financing is also available with quick approval in just 15 minutes. Whether you're in need of a new boat, a new motor, or just need a tune-up, come see our certified marine techs at Max Prairie Wings in Stuttgart. We'll get you ready for that next great duck hunt at Max Prairie Wings in Stuttgart and online at maxpw.com. The hunt begins here.
And we welcome you back to Lonoke, where the Lonoke Jackrabbits have just taken a 7-0 lead over the Stuttgart Ricebirds. Stuttgart Ricebird football tonight, powered by Petrus in Stuttgart, 2 locations, 19th and Main and 2350 Highway 63 North. Petrus, they got your transportation needs covered. Here's the kick. It's going to be returned by the Ricebirds out across the 25, out to about the 27-yard line. Hard lick that really drew a lot of oohs and ahs from the Lonoke crowd across the way. But the Birds will have decent position for their first possession, and they'll see if they can't even this one up.
Yeah, Chance Rabenek on the return that time. Had a decent return there. Was looking for a hole right up the middle, but there was nothing there. And a nice tackle by the Jackrabbit return team. Let's see what this Ricebird offense can do here. Let's see if they can tie it up.
All right, here come the Stuttgart Ricebirds from the sideline to the line of scrimmage. Matthew Hoskin is the center. He's over the ball. Deontay Clark is at quarterback in shotgun formation. Cedric Hawkins standing to his left, and there's a whistle offsides before the snap.
Yeah, one of the
and this is against the Ricebirds.
Yeah, lined up offside, so 5-yard penalties on the start of each drive here by the Ricebirds.
Gave Lonoke 5 on the first one and took 5 away from us on this one. Birds start first and 15 now. Back at their own 23-yard line. Deontay Clark again with 3 wide outs to the right. Cedric Hawkins standing to his left, 1 wide out to the left. Clark quickly fires out in the flats. Jack Hossman's got it complete at the 18, back across the 20, 25 out to the 27. He's going to get the penalty yardage back, it looks like, and let's see if there's any more to go with it. I don't think so. I think he's going to have 5 and actually going to be 4 yards on the reception. They mark it back to the 27-yard line. 2nd down and 11 for the Ricebirds. Birds moving from the left to the right. White jerseys, maroon pants, maroon helmets. Handoff. Hawkins trying to get the corner on the left side. He turns the corner, puts his head down, and punishes a defender on the far side. Gets the ball out across the 30-yard line, well short of a first down, but 3rd down coming up and about 6 for the Ricebirds.
Yeah, about 5 for Cedric on that carry. Couldn't quite get it turned straight upfield. Good coverage out there on the right side by the Jackrabbits.
Birds have it at their own 33-yard line. 3rd down and almost 7. Long 6, almost 7. Deontay Clark takes. He hands to Hawkins coming to the near side. He puts his head down. He's got a first down out to the 40-yard line and across down to the 42. Cedric Hawkins gives the Ricebirds their first down of the game.
We're going to have about 9 on that carry, and he almost sprung out of that and kept his feet going, and he would have had a lot more.
Here come the Birds. 2 wide outs to the right, 2 to the left. Deontay Clark at quarterback with Hawkins standing to his right. Takes, he fakes to Hawkins. He's going to keep it himself around the right side. A little bit of running room using these blockers. Boy, a nice job blocking out ahead by Jack Hossman.
Boy, no doubt, Lynn. He just ran his defender right out of bounds there, and a nice gain on first down of almost 8 yards.
Chance Rabenek was out there clearing some ground as well. 2nd down and 2 for the Ricebirds. The ball is at midfield. Clark takes a snap. Hands off Hawkins. Hands off to Hawkins. He faked me out, turned the corner on the left side, and he's got a Jackrabbit on his back, but he's going to ride him all the way into, inside.
He's down to about the 40.
Looked like, I thought maybe he might be inside the 40, but again, with very little striping on the field that we can see, particularly on the far side. Now, must have been a penalty against the Ricebirds. Yes, there's a flag on the far sideline, and that's going to back the Birds up.
Yes, it is. But the penalty was downfield a ways, I think. So instead of a first down, now it's going to be second down and about 11.
Ricebirds will have it back at their own 41-yard line. And as Brent mentioned, second down and 11. Got to get into Rabbit territory for a first down. Empty backfield, 4 wide outs to the right. Now they send Hawkins in motion, hand to him on a speed sweep, trying to get the corner on the far side, which is the short side of the field. Not a lot of room for him to work with over there.
No.
And it's going to be a short gain.
Gain of about a yard, and that's it. Third down and long now, about 9.
Cameron Harper consults with Coach Price and brings the play in. 9:13 to go. Clock stopped with the play going out of bounds. Lonoke took the opening kick, marched it down 4 plays. They score, and they lead 7-0. This is the Ricebirds' first possession of the ball game. Play clock at 13, 12, 11, still conferring with Coach Price. Clark takes a snap. Now he rolls to his right, which is the wide side of the field, looking. Now he's going to tuck it. Now he's going to be dropped for a loss. Back at the about the 38-yard line. And the Ricebirds now looking at 4th down and 14 in a punting situation.
Yeah, there was 3 receivers coming out here on the near side, and nobody opened that time. I was looking for one just maybe to turn it upfield that time and maybe try to outrun somebody, but nobody was open.
Jack Hossman standing at his own 28 for punt, gets a knuckleball, good hit. And it takes a nice little roll, Ricebird roll, and it's going to roll dead. Goodness, Brent's at the 20-yard line.
The 21 maybe? Yeah.
I'm thinking that's going to be about right.
It is, if they ever set it down. Yeah, it's going to be right. Well, maybe, the 21.
And for those of you that are watching on our EAB Sports Network YouTube channel, yes, that is a light pole in your vision. We are actually outside of the stadium broadcasting, but it is far and away the best view of the field except for that light pole. Jonathan Watson was going to come with his chainsaw and take that down, but the school district in Lonoke didn't like that idea, so we've got to look around it. Braden Allen back to pass, fires out in the flat, got his man complete, running room as he breaks free out to midfield and into Ricebird territory. On the reception, I believe, number 3, Landon Jones.
Yeah, Landon Jones, that's going to be 29 yards, and the Ricebirds are not doing a good job in the open field with their one-on-one tackles.
Birds on their heels, midfield for the Jackrabbits. Handoff, dancing at the line, and the Ricebirds finally stand him up at the Bird 45-yard line. That's where the forward progress is going to stop. Cameron Harper gets up off the bottom of the pile along with Deontay Clark, and let me see who else. There's another Ricebird down. Still can't quite get I believe it was Ryan Kazire, yes. Second down, 5 for Lonoke from the Stuttgart 45-yard line. Burnett straight ahead, running room. Birds chasing him, bring him down inside the 20. It's a Lonoke track meet so far, folks. 7:31 to go in the first quarter. Lonoke with a 7-0 lead, and they are marching down the field at will on the Ricebirds.
Yes, they are. That offensive line doing a great job up front.
Quickly to the line. Here come the Rabbits. Burnett, direct snap into the line. Not much that time as he bounces off and to the outside, and going to be a gain of a couple, maybe 3. Let's see. Well, actually a little bit better gain than I thought.
It's going to be almost 4.
4 yards it's going to bring up now. Second down and a short 6 coming up for the Rabbits, working inside the Ricebird red zone for the second time tonight. Here come the Rabbits from the far hash mark. Handoff into the line. Powell pushes inside the 10-yard line, and this is going to be close to first down yardage around the 6.
I think he's going to have it, but Let's see.
It is a first down. They haven't changed the down marker here. It is first down, goal to go for the Lonoke Jackrabbits from the Ricebirds 6-yard line. Into the line. Bam! What a collision.
That's right. That time that was, who was it in there? Cameron Harper met the running back at the hole that time. No gain on the play.
Second down, goal to go for the Lonoke Jackrabbits from the far hash mark. Everybody's in tight. Quarterback behind center. Hands on a little reverse, trying to find a little room on the right side. Nothing doing. The Ricebirds right there, bring him down at the 5-yard line. Third down, goal to go quickly. Coming up now for the Lonoke Jackrabbits. 5:55 to go, opening quarter. Lonoke with a 7-0 lead and looking for more.
Yes, they are. Gain of only 1 yard that play. Huge third down here play for the defense.
What breeze there is out here tonight is at Lonoke's back, but everybody's in tight. Quarterback behind center. Back to pass. Looking, getting some pressure. Dumps it out, and the Ricebirds are there. Ooh. Tip it away, and I thought they had a shot at an interception.
Yeah,
but
they did.
Then I thought it was going to be complete. Intended receiver was number 10, Denham Gooden, but it falls incomplete, and decision time now for the Lonoke coach. Is he going to send out his kicking team?
I think the Ricebirds that time Lynn jumped just a little too early on that lob pass.
Or they'd have had a pick.
Yep, they sure would have. It looks like they're going to go for it here. Or at least try to get the Ricebirds to jump off sides.
Fourth down, goal to go from the Stuttgart 5. Big play early in this game. 4 wideouts on the left, and sprinting out onto the field is Coach Price for a timeout. Timeout, Stuttgart. Let's take a quick 30-second timeout with him. You're listening to Stuttgart Ricebird football on Country 97.3 FM. We're part of the EAB Sports Network.
Through November 14th, get up to a $70 Visa reward by mail-in or online rebate when you buy a set of 4 qualifying Cooper tires at Blue Seal Petroleum in DeWitt and Stuttgart. When you purchase a set of 4 new select Cooper brand tires, you could receive up to a $70 Visa reward. So go see the tire experts at Blue Seal Petroleum before November 14th. Fall savings on Cooper tires right now at Blue Seal Petroleum on South Whitehead Drive in DeWitt and South Park Avenue in Stuttgart.
Back at Lonoke. Lonoke on fourth down and goal from the Stuttgart 5. 4 wideouts to the left. Single back standing to the right of the quarterback. Quarterback takes a snap around the right side. He into the end zone. Yes. Yep. Touchdown. Lonoke on fourth down and goal from the Stuttgart 5. Lonoke goes up by 2 touchdowns.
And Braden Allen takes it 5 yards untouched around the right side. And it's been all Lonoke so far here. 47 yards for Braden Allen on 4 carries. And he has both Jackrabbit touchdowns. 5:28 left in the first quarter. Boat right on for the PAT.
And a penalty before offsides looks like against the Ricebirds. Ricebirds a little disjointed out there tonight. And really won't make any difference, but I think now they're going to bring in their offense and going to go for 2. This will move the ball to the 1.5-yard line, and Lonoke brings their offense back on. Braden Allen comes back in at quarterback. He's going to line up behind center. Everybody's in tight. And movement. Lonoke.
Yep.
And this is going to back them up 5 yards.
Yep. So here comes the kicking team back out on the field.
And the kicking team are getting their workout in here.
And they are.
Running them off, running them on, running them off, now running them back on. And interesting about this was the penalty against Ricebirds was 1.5 yards. The penalty against Lonoke is 5 yards. So this is going to set that extra point back. This is going to be from the 15-yard line, 25-yard extra point attempt. High snap, but the hold is down, and the kick is up, and it is no good. And the Stuttgart Ricebirds dodge a little bit of a bullet right there, but the Lonoke Jackrabbits, they tried to go for 2, and then they jumped off. They had illegal movement, backed them up, and then they missed the extra point. Lonoke leads Stuttgart 13-0. We're back with more Stuttgart Ricebird football in 30 seconds.
Petrus Auto Group is a proud supporter of the Stuttgart Ricebirds. This fall, while heading out to the game, arrive in style in a new truck or SUV from Petrus. Wanting a 2023? Then now's the time to stop in and place your custom order on your new vehicle. With 2 locations in Stuttgart, Petrus Auto Sales and Petrus Chevrolet Buick GMC. We're proud to be your Ford, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, Chevrolet Buick, and GMC dealer on the Grand Prairie.
And welcome back to Lonoke, where the Stuttgart Ricebirds trail the Lonoke Jackrabbits 13-0. Lonoke kicks off. It's going to be taken at the 21-yard line, then pitched back to about the 15. Here come the Ricebirds dancing to the near side. Cedric Hawkins looking for the corner. Turns the corner. 45, 50, 45. He goes to the other side. 40, 30. Put it on the scoreboard. Cedric Hawkins is going to take it to the house, and the Ricebirds are on the board.
Not a flag on the field this time, Lynn, as Chance Rabenek took that kick, pitched it back to Hawkins. Hawkins turned on his speed, just made it around the corner, broke one arm tackle and cut it back inside. And once he does that, they're not going to catch him. That's exactly what the Ricebirds needed right here to get a little momentum back.
Absolutely. The Ricebirds, with 5:09 to go in the first quarter, have cut the Lonoke lead in half on the kick. Now hustling onto the field for the Ricebirds,
Jordan Phillips.
Number 68, Jordan Phillips, takes his place on the line. Elliott Boyd is the holder for the extra point attempt. High snap. He gets it down. The kick is up, and it is good. And the Stuttgart Ricebirds trail the Lonoke Jackrabbits 13-7. Back with more Stuttgart Ricebird football in 30 seconds.
Freemeyer's Best Friends Plus has been supporting Ricebirds athletics for 43 years in Stuttgart. We're honored to be a part of the Ricebird tradition. Freemeyer's has joined with some of the best brands in America, including Whirlpool, Maytag, KitchenAid, Lazy Boy, and Sealy, to be able to supply our customers with the best values. Now Freemeyer's has gone a step further with guaranteed price matching. If you need home furnishings, make sure you check with Freemeyer's, 201 South Main in downtown Stuttgart. Best brands, best prices, best people.
And we welcome you back to Jackrabbit Stadium here in Lonoke for Stuttgart Ricebird football, powered by Petrus in Stuttgart. Don't forget, Petrus, 2 locations, also 2 websites. 19th and Main for Chevrolet, Buick, and GMC. That's petrusgm.com. And for Ford, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram, that's petrusautosales.com. Petrus, they got your transportation needs on the Grand Prairie covered. Jack Hossman drills the kick, and it's going to hit one of the Lonoke linemen, big number 77, right at the midfield stripe, and he alertly jumps on it, and that's where Lonoke will have it now for their 3rd possession of the night, and they lead 13-7 over the Ricebirds.
Yeah, this Ricebird defense is out here now for the 3rd time, Lynn. They are going to have to get a stop here. Let's see what they can do this time out. Let's see if Coach Price has made any changes to the defense.
Well, they haven't had a long time to talk about it.
No, they sure didn't.
All right, here come the Lonoke Jackrabbits. Braden Allen, quarterback, shotgun formation, standing at his own 45-yard line. Takes a snap, rolls. Now he's just going to shovel it out to the back, and here comes a penalty marker in behind the play, and now another penalty marker. So let's see what we've got. I know we're going to have a hold on the corner out there, and let's see what the second flag a little further downfield is.
Yeah, penalties derailed the first drive for the Ricebirds, so let's see if how far this will back up the Jackrabbits.
And they are backing up.
Yeah, it's gonna move them. It should move them back 10. So this is exactly what the doctor ordered for that Ricebird defense, to get them way behind the sticks.
They had great field position at the 50-yard line, and this penalty was thrown behind the line of scrimmage, so this is going to set up now a first down at about 23. Would that be about right, Brent?
Yes, it is, yeah.
Lonoke with the ball, moving from the right to the left. Quarterback, Braden Allen. Shotgun formation with his pink socks. Takes a snap. Looking, getting some pressure from behind. Now he's going to run. Got a lot of brown grass ahead of him. Now he's finally going to succumb to the defender, but when he turns around, the Ricebirds get him by the face mask, and that's going to tack 15 on.
Yes, it is. So one penalty backs them up 13, and this one is going to give them 15. One play there, and they get right out of it.
This is going to be a first down in Ricebird territory all the way down to the 37-yard line. First down and 10 for Lonoke from the Stuttgart 37 with 4:47 to go here in the opening quarter. We got us a shootout here in Lonoke County. Lonoke leads Ricebirds 13-7.
Yes, we do.
And Rabbits with the ball.
And penalties already playing a huge factor in this game.
Lonoke's quarterback, shotgun formation. Now he sends a man out wide. He's going to fire out into the flat. It is complete and breaks one tackle and misses another man. Still on his feet, running down the sideline. He's going to take this one into the end zone for a touchdown. And Ricebirds miss him for a loss in the backfield. But they let him get to corner, and he turns on the Jets.
I think that was Landon Jones, number 3, Lynn. He goes 36 yards, and yeah, that was 2 or 3 missed tackles in the backfield. And if you don't tackle anybody, Lynn, it's going to be a long night out here, because they had him out there right at the line of scrimmage and just did not wrap him up and bring him down. And these Jackrabbits are not taking long putting points on the board.
Was that 36 yards?
Yes, 36 for Landon Jones.
Going for 2. Here come the Jackrabbits. It's going to have everybody in tight with a little power package on the right. Quarterback rolls to his right, now looks back to the left. Got a man standing there wide open. 2-point conversion is good. That makes the score. The Lonoke Jackrabbits 21, the Stuttgart Ricebirds 7 with 4:20 to go in the opening quarter. Back with more Stuttgart Ricebird football in 30 seconds.
A generator is one of those things you never think about until you need it. How about a hot shower? It's amazing how important the little things really are in these situations. At Durden's in Stuttgart, we like to help make the little things easier. That's why we're now your local authorized Generac dealer. And that's important too, because not all companies can sell, install, and provide warranty service on your generator, but Durden's can. Let's face it, a generator is a big investment. Keep it ready to run correctly so you're not left in the dark when the next storm or outage happens. Call us today at 673-1356 for home backup options, portable generators, and even commercial options for your business. You can also request service for your generator online at durdeninc.com/schedule. Let's skip the cold showers and save the candlelight dinners just for date night.
Durden's in Stuttgart. Guaranteed comfort since 1960.
Welcome back to Lonoke, as Lonoke Jackrabbits have kicked off, and there was that not a face mask on the tackle on the kick return?
It sure looked close. If it wasn't, he got his shoulder pads and drug him down.
That's right.
Yeah, that was Clark on the return, couldn't get free that time, and the Ricebirds will take over for their second possession at the 27-yard line, trailing by 14 points.
Boatwright has kicked all 3 times to that exact same spot. And, of course, the last time before this one, Ricebirds burned him as Chance Raveneck takes and flips it back to Cedric Hawkins. He takes it to the house. Here come the Ricebirds, first down and 10. Deontay Clark hands off to Cedric Hawkins, looking for some room on the left side. He turns the corner, and he's going to be out close to first down yardage, Brent.
He is. I think he might be a little bit short. Let's see where they – no, first down.
First down and 10.
Yeah, 10 yards for Hawkins on first down.
4:01 to go here in the opening quarter. We've already got 4 touchdowns on the board. Unfortunately, Lonoke's got 3 of them.
Yep, that's right.
Here come the Ricebirds. Their offense wants to get a touchdown. They send wide outs to each side, single back, standing to the left of Deontay Clark. That's Cedric Hawkins. Hand off to him straight into the line. And then he bounces to the outside, trying to turn the corner. Nice open field tackle on the far sideline by the Lonoke Jackrabbits.
Yeah,
going to minimize the gain to about 2 yards.
Yeah, gain of 2. Couldn't get a number on that Jackrabbit tackler on the far side, but a nice tackle on Cedric as he was trying to turn up the sidelines. 3:20 left here, and second down and 8 for the Ricebirds as Cade Coach checks in. Tank Hood checks out.
Tell you, we were going to mention a little bit about Tank. He's wearing a different number, moving around just a little bit on the lineup. He's usually in 51. He's wearing number 1 tonight. Fake to Hawkins and into the line. and a penalty marker into the pile as well. Deontay Clark kept it, brought down by number 35 for the Jackrabbits. I don't have a 35 on my roster.
Let's see what they call here. It was right in the pile. We can hope that it's a face mask, but it's probably going to be on the Ricebirds with the way things are going tonight.
You just kind of have that feeling, don't you?
Yeah.
I mean, that's just the way the things go.
Yeah, but they are still talking about it. If it was a hold, I wouldn't think they would be talking about it quite
the
this
man
long.
with the ball is aiming.
He is, and the Ricebirds are backing up. It's going to be a chop block on the Ricebirds.
And he's going to march it all the way down.
Ooh. He's going to mark it all the way back to Lonoke.
It's going to be at the Ricebird 29-yard line.
Yep, so penalties have really, really killed the Ricebirds here so far in the first quarter. It stopped the first drive, and boy, the Ricebirds are going to have to pick up a lot of yards here, or this penalty is going to stop the second drive. Second down and about
23.
Yeah,
that's what the scoreboard says. Ball's on the Ricebird 28-yard line. And here come the Birds to the line. Ball's on the far hash mark. Birds moving from the left to the right. Clark takes, hands off to Hawkins, come to the near side, dancing around, now cuts it straight up into the line, looking for a little bit of room, and the pile is going to push out and get about half of the penalty yardage back. Going to move the down marker up to about the 38-yard line. They've got third down and 15 coming up now. They've got to get the ball into Lonoke territory for a first down. 2:07 to go, clock moving, first quarter. Deontay Clark, he sends Hossman in motion, hands to Hossman on a little speed sweep. Now Hossman takes, fires back. He's got Deontay Clark complete on the far sideline. Little razzle-dazzle.
Yep. It's going to be.
Not going to be a first down.
No, it's not. It's going to be for about 10 yards.
And it's going to be a punting situation for the Ricebirds. Boy, you just hate to give the ball back because the Ricebirds have not shown even a little bit of being able to stop Lonoke here tonight in the first quarter.
But yeah, you know, that penalty, you know, that just kills you. That holding penalty stopped the first drive, and the chop block stopped this drive, and you just cannot do that against a quality opponent.
Fourth down and 7 coming up for the Ricebirds. Line of scrimmage is the Stuttgart 46-yard line. I think they haven't set the ball down yet. Yes, they have. It's right.
I think you're blocked.
Yeah, I am.
Yep. But the play clock is out on the south end. There they have it back up. Now they have it set.
Hossman standing at his own 35, puts his foot into it, a high knuckleball. Nobody back for Lonoke. Boy, it hits, takes a good Ricebird roll.
It does.
Still rolling. And it's going to
stop at about the 12, I believe. You got the specs out on it.
I've got it, but I still can't see it.
I think it's at the 12, just outside the 10, and that's what they have on the scoreboard
They've
as well.
got the 12 on the scoreboard. That's exactly right.
1:32 left, and this Ricebird defense, boy, just to be a good time for them to come up with a stop here, as Lonoke has it deep in their own end. But boy, just not a lot of resistance so far by this Ricebird defense. Lonoke has come out on fire.
Here come the Lonoke Jackrabbits from the sideline to the line of scrimmage. Braden Allen, quarterback, shotgun formation. Got a back standing to his right. Claps his hands for the ball. He's going to keep it over the right side. And the Ricebirds, Johnny Howard's going to chase him over there, and they're finally going to get him wrestled out of bounds. Cade Coates is over there. Allen looking for, he's pleading his case with the official for some reason or another.
Looks like he got about 6 on first down.
Second down, 4 coming up for the Jackrabbits. They're on that part of the field where those of you watching on our EAB Sports Network YouTube channel, there's a light pole right in the way.
Yes, there is.
Here in Lonoke. Football facilities, Allen's going to keep it over the right side, and nice job, Ryan Kazire on the bottom of the pile there. Had a hold of him. Cade Coach comes in there along with Tank Hood.
Yeah, but he's going to have 5, and that's going to be
enough to
should
move
be
the
a first
sticks.
down.
It is. Allen trying to get his shoe back on.
Offensive line for the Lonoke Jackrabbits is getting a good push on that Stuttgart line, and they are moving it right down the field. 53 seconds and the clock rolling in the first quarter.
21-0, Lonoke leads Stuttgart. Lonoke with the ball. Birds hadn't been able to stop them so far. Braden Allen sends a man in motion from the right to the left. Fires out to the near side. Got his man, Lutrell Burnett. Ricebirds try to hem him up and finally finish him off. It took 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 Ricebirds there to finally hem him up. Tank Hood gets up off the bottom of that pile.
Well, they're doing a good job, but when they catch the ball, stepping back inside and kind of, and the Ricebirds have kind of been overrunning them,
Exactly.
And then
Great point.
Yeah, and then they step back inside and are picking up some yards. That was a gain of about 3 there. 4 maybe.
Second down, long 6 coming up for the Jackrabbits. They're all standing looking to the side, and they're going to let the first quarter expire. We got 1 quarter in the books. The Lonoke Jackrabbits lead the Stuttgart Ricebirds 21-7. We're back with more Stuttgart Ricebird football in 1 minute.
Renting equipment for your next project is easy when you call U.S. Irrigation Distributors in Stuttgart and DeWitt. Trenchers, log splitters, generators, and pump sets can all be rented from U.S. Irrigation, where you'll find the farmer's favorite lineup of equipment and supplies. Levee gates, steel, PVC, and polypipe. Supplies like drip oil, dance boots with chaps, the original muck boot, and Twisted X footwear. It's all at U.S. Irrigation Distributors, Highway 165 north of Stuttgart, or at 550 Highway 165 north in DeWitt.
Farmers and Merchants Bank is adding more convenient banking across Arkansas. The MVP Center in DeWitt is now open on Whitehead Drive, and there are 2 in Stuttgart, one on Maple behind the main bank and one on the corner of North Main and Michigan. These are interactive teller machines with on-screen tellers serving you 7 to 7 Monday through Friday and 9 till noon on Saturdays. Go to mebanking.com to locate more MVP centers as you travel across the state from Jonesboro to the Bank of Fayetteville. Always finding a better way at Farmers and Merchants Bank, member FDIC.
And a brighter day up ahead.
And we welcome you back to second quarter action from Lonoke. The Stuttgart Ricebirds trail the Lonoke Jackrabbits 21-7. Lonoke with the ball. Second down and 6 from their own 27-yard line. Handoff in the middle. Ricebird defense. Cameron Harper and crew bring the ball carrier down for a loss on the play.
That's right, Lynn. I believe that's the first loss yardage play of the night, and what a great time for Cameron Harper to shoot through there.
Absolutely. Third down now and 7 coming up for the Lonoke Jackrabbits, again from their own 26-yard line. Lonoke Jackrabbits in all purple pants, jerseys, and helmets. Ricebirds with their white jerseys, maroon helmets, and maroon pants. Quarterback. Back. He's getting some pressure, and the Ricebirds are going to sack him and going to take him all the way back to the end zone. Let's see where they mark the forward progress.
They're going to mark it at about the 14 or 15-yard line, so you have a big loss on, well, not as big as what it should have been.
No, it wasn't. But it is going to bring up a punting situation, surely, for the Lonoke Jackrabbits with the ball at their own 16-yard line. Looking at fourth down, and let's see. Fourth down and about 15 to go. Boatwright, their punter, standing back at his own 1-yard line awaiting a snap. Ricebirds send Cedric Hawkins back deep. He's standing at his own 40-yard line. That's pretty generous.
I think he's back too deep.
He is.
Block.
And it's blocked.
Cameron
Harper's got it. Scoop. Score. Touchdown, Ricebirds. Cameron Harper with a block and the recovery, and the Ricebirds cut the lead to 21-13.
Cameron Harper does it again, Lynn, and what a perfect time for that. The Ricebirds really needed that there. A big stop by the Ricebird defense on 2 lost yardage plays, and then Cameron Harper comes through there with a huge block, and he picks it up off the bounce, and he knows how to get the ball into the end zone. And 2 special teams touchdowns for the Ricebirds, and the Ricebirds are right back in this game. How about that?
How about that? Jack Hossman is on to attempt the extra point. Elliott Boyd is the holder. Good snap, good hold. The kick is up. It is good, and the Stuttgart Ricebirds have cut the lead 21-14. We're back with more Stuttgart Ricebird football in 30 seconds.
Did you know since 1907, Lane, Arkansas has been providing water services to cities, industries, and farmers, not just in the Grand Prairie area, but all across the state. Lane, Arkansas provides pump sales and installation, constructs and designs water wells, and installs underground pipes. Lane, Arkansas also has an in-house machine shop prepared to service and repair all brands and sizes of pumps, gear drives, and motors, along with a complete parts department open to the public. So for all your water service needs, contact Lane, Arkansas first. Call 870-673-1591. Lane, Arkansas, a division of Lane Christensen Company.
And we welcome you back to Lonoke for Stuttgart Ricebird football, powered by Petrus in Stuttgart. Don't forget, 2 locations, 19th and Main Street's got Chevrolet, Buick, and GMC, and you got to go by their lot. They're starting to line the pickup trucks and the SUVs up. They're starting to get some good inventory. You need to check them out. Same thing out at Petrus Auto Sales across from Max Prairie Wings. Pickup trucks galore, along with some SUVs. Petrus powering tonight's Ricebird broadcast. Petrus, they've got your transportation needs on the Grand Prairie covered. And Jack Hossman has the ball in the end zone, and they've got our special teams needs covered as well.
That's right. Yeah. You know, there's 3 parts to this game. There's offense, defense, and special teams, Lynn, and the Ricebird special teams have come to play tonight. 2 touchdowns for the special teams, and boy, let's hope this fires up the defense and they can get another stop here.
It all started, though, with that good defensive performance against the Lonoke Jackrabbits on their last possession, particularly that quarterback sack.
Yes, that's right. A big loss.
Down.
Yeah, big loss.
Here comes Braden Allen, the quarterback, takes just a little 2-hand push pass out to the near side, complete, but the Ricebirds right there in coverage on the reception, number 10, Denham Gooden, for the Lonoke Jackrabbits. A short gain of about 3, 2nd and 7 coming up for the Rabbits from their own 23-yard line.
Yeah, 85 yards passing for Allen, and he has 66 yards rushing. We knew that he was going to be the focal point of this offense, and he's been tough so far tonight.
Got a little 2-hand push pass. Looks like he's playing basketball out there. This time he takes a snap, just going to tuck it and run. Got some running room, and he's going to have a first down as they move the ball out across the 30 and the pile pushing. Come on, ref, blow the whistle. That's where the injuries come in, when they just let them keep pushing and pushing and nothing going anywhere. First down and 10 for Lonoke from their own 35-yard line after that run by Braden Allen.
Because you know, if the ball pops out there, they're going to say he was down.
He was down. That's exactly right.
No, that's what's going to happen.
And I can promise you there's lots of injuries happen in situations like that. Lots of limbs being turned and so forth. Some of it intentional, some of it not, but it's not a good thing. Here comes Lonoke, first down and 10, again from their own 35-yard line. Takes, hands off into the line, and a little bit of running room. Ricebird
ball's out.
The ball is loose, and the Ricebirds, they had it. They tried to pick it up and run, and Lonoke's going to jump on it.
Yeah.
Oh, my goodness.
You said it, Lynn. You just got to fall on it there. You just got to fall on it. Tried to pick it up and run with it and couldn't do it, and then the Jackrabbits are going to pick up about another 5 yards. Wow, what a break for Lonoke.
Number 72, Matthew Boyles, finally jumps on it, but boy, that ball was laying out there for the Ricebirds all over it. And Lonoke gets the first down. First down and 10 for the Rabbits, 1 yard inside the midfield stripe. Allen, the quarterback. Shotgun formation with 2 wide outs to the right, 1 to the left, takes a snap, quarterback draw. He just right into the line, 2, maybe 3 yards.
Yeah, about 2 yards. Boy, it is a game of inches, isn't it, Lynn? Boy, if they could have just came up with that fumble there, and boy, just unable to come up with it, and that could have been another break for the Ricebirds, but well, they're going to give him about 3 yards on that one.
2nd and 7 coming up for Lonoke. They've got the ball at the Stuttgart, between the Stuttgart 46 and 47-yard line. 8:24 to go. Clock moving here in the first half. Lonoke leads 21-14. Lonoke with the ball. 2 wide outs to the right. Quarterback takes the snap. Going to keep it following his blockers on the left side. Got some running room. He's going to have a first down. Moves the ball inside the Ricebird 40-yard line, I believe, close to the 35-yard line.
They're going to have about 11 yards.
Right at the Ricebird 35-yard line.
Yep.
Jackrabbits back to the line. Allen calls for the ball. Low snap, but again, same play, just going to follow his blockers around the left side. He's got all kinds of running room. He's still on his feet down inside the Ricebird red zone.
Looks like he's down to the, about down to the 10. It'll be another 25 yards for Allen there. And he gets out there following that big offensive line, Lynn, and he gets a couple guards out there pulling, and they are tough to stop tonight.
Ball's on the 10-yard line, first down and 10. First down, goal to go. Handoff into the line, number 4, Burnett. Boy, not much there.
Well, maybe a yard, that's about it for Burnett. 7:15 left in the first half. The Ricebirds have cut this lead down to 21-14, but
Aiden Robnett on the stop for the Ricebirds on the previous play. Second down, goal to go from the Stuttgart 7-yard line. Lonoke a little late getting the personnel in that they want. Number 4 will be taking the direct snap. That's Burnett. Takes a snap around the right side. Ricebirds string it out. He stretches it out, and it is a penalty marker on the play, and it's behind the action.
Yes, it is. Burnett got it down inside the 5, but I think this is going to be coming back.
Here in the second quarter, Jackrabbits moving from the left to the right on the radio dial. For those of you maybe joining us late on the radio, we're in a grass field for the first time this year, and it is brown and not very well marked here in Lonoke.
No, it's not. It's really tough for us to see on that north end of the field, and the penalty backs them up to the, let's see, looks like to the
17-yard line.
17, yeah, so it's going to be second and goal from the 17, so this could be a break for the Ricebird defense to get a stop here.
Allen back in at quarterback. Number 10 number 0 standing to his left. He's just going to take a snap, roll around the left side. Ricebirds converge.
Yep. Cameron Harper slowed him down that time just enough for a couple other Ricebirds to get there. He's going to have a gain of about 4. I think he's down to about the 13.
Tank Hood, Deontay Clark, and Johnny Howard on the stop for the Ricebirds. Third down, goal to go now from the 13. Ricebird defense, really wants to dig in on these next 2 plays.
Yes, they do.
And just keep this a 1-score game with 6:03 to go here in the first half, and timeout on the field.
I think it was by Lonoke, but they haven't taken one off the board yet, so I'm not 100% sure that's correct, but it's going to be third down to go from the 13, and this is the type of situation where you really have to be aware for that misdirection play here.
Oh, absolutely.
You get everybody running one way and run a reverse or a pass back across the field like they did on the 2-point conversion here. Big play for the Ricebird defense.
The next 2 plays will be big.
Yep.
Lonoke with the ball on the far hash mark. From the 13-yard line on third down and goal to go. Lonoke leads Stuttgart 21-14. Empty backfield. Braden Allen, the quarterback. 3 wide outs to the right. Takes a snap. He's rolling to his right. He's looking. He fires out in the flats. Overthrows his intended receiver.
That was number 6 out there. That was Jalen Branscombe. I think he was trying to look upfield that time before he caught it, and the ball just went right through his hand, and there's a flag on Lonoke, ineligible man downfield, but it's going to be declined by Stuttgart to bring up fourth down and goal now from the 13.
And this will be, I'm sure they'll keep their offense on the field.
Yeah, I don't think they'll try a field goal from here. Fourth down and goal from the 13. Well,
be about a 30-yard attempt.
So here they're bringing them on here. So this is the big kick here.
About a 30-yard attempt. They missed a 25-yard extra point attempt earlier.
Yeah. Do not jump off sides here, Ricebird defense.
From the far hash mark. Right foot soccer-style kicker. This is a little bit of a tough angle. Good snap, good hold. Kick is up. It's going to be plenty long, and it is good. And the Lonoke Jackrabbits stretch their lead over the Stuttgart Ricebirds, 24-14. 5:53 to go in the first half. Back with more Stuttgart Ricebird football in 30 seconds.
At River Valley Tractor, right now you can take home a Kubota L2501 DT tractor with a Kubota LA 526 FL loader, a Land Pride 5-foot rotary cutter, a 5-foot box blade, and an 18-foot trailer for $26,995. We're lucky to call the Natural State our backyard. With 7 River Valley Tractor locations, it means they're right in your backyard too. Now through December 31st, 2022. Visit rivervalleytractor.com or go to KubotaUSA.com for more information.
And we welcome you back to Stuttgart Ricebird football, powered by Petrus in Stuttgart with their 2 locations. Lonoke going to kick off, and this one's going to land up in the stands. Be a penalty marker on the kick, and let's see what Coach Price, whether they have him re-kick it or not. I bet he does.
I bet he does too. I bet he does, and and the Birds are keeping their return team on the field.
And that'll make Lonoke re-kick it.
Yeah.
Again, Petrus powering tonight's Ricebird football. And don't forget, Petrus at both locations sells tires, and this is that time of the year where you might go out one of these chilly mornings and your tire pressure monitor light is on, and the cool weather saps a little air out of those tires. So be sure and check your tire pressures for safety, for tire wear, and for fuel economy. And if you've got questions about tires, or maybe you need new tires or just want to have yours checked out, see either one of the Petrus locations, 19th and Main or 2350 Highway 63 North. A.J. Higgins is going to take the kick back across the 40, 45, and he's going to get into Lonoke Jackrabbit territory with a nice return. Good call on Coach Price to have Lonoke re-kick it.
Absolutely. With the way the special teams have been playing tonight, you want them out on the field as much as possible. 2 special teams touchdowns for the Ricebirds in the first half. The offense has had their drive stopped by penalties, and great field position here. Let's see if they can get something on the board here. 5:43 left to half.
This game is eerily opposite of last year's game, Brent.
Yeah.
Ricebirds jumped out to a 2-score lead last year.
Right.
Got a field goal late in the half. Handoff over the left side, running room. Cedric Hawkins, 30, 20, 15, 10, 5, touchdown, Ricebirds. Cedric Hawkins, you love the one-play drive.
Boy, you do. 46 yards. It didn't take him long as Braden Allen and one of the other D-backs there just kind of stopped at about the 10-yard line. They said, there's no need to waste any more energy. He's gone, and he was. And boy, the Ricebirds quickly are back in business here and put it into the end zone. Jordan Phillips now checking back in here. Jack Hosman on for the PAT. 24-20, Lonoke with a 4-point lead.
Jack Hosman on to attempt the extra point. Good snap, good hold. The kick is up, and it is good. And the Stuttgart Ricebirds hanging right there with the Lonoke Jackrabbits. They trail the Rabbits 24-21. Back with more Ricebird football in 30 seconds.
Looking for a new job to get you where you need to be? Cross that goal line with ease by contacting Express Employment Professionals in Stuttgart. Feel like you're facing a 4th down and long in your job search? Express Employment Professionals can help you get the first down by making your job search easier with no cost to apply or find you a job. If your business is recruiting employees or hiring seasonal workers, don't throw a Hail Mary. Get with Express Employment Professionals and score like never before. Your #1 team is Express Employment Professionals, 1904 South Main, Suite 1 in Stuttgart. Call 870-672-4568 or go to expresspros.com.
Welcome back to Stuttgart Ricebird football. Can you say slobber knocker, Brent Whitman?
Ooh, boy, this might be the first one to 60 here tonight.
Could be. It could be. I tell you, the Stuttgart Ricebirds fell behind by 2 scores, and it looked kind of rough right off the start. But special teams, as you alluded to, Brent, have kept the Ricebirds in this one here tonight. And then Cedric Hawkins, a nice 46-yard one-play drive, and the Ricebirds are back within 3 points. Jack Hossman's got it teed up to kick. Again, unusual kick formation. This time he drives it deep,
nice.
end over end, over everybody. It lands right. It lands at the goal line and takes a little divot back. If that thing would have been 6 inches shorter, Lonoke would have been in a world of trouble.
They would have been in deep trouble, Ed, because they would have had to gone back and pick it up and try to run it, and there were Ricebirds flying down the field.
Jacob Hayes was right there, and that would have been ugly for the Jackrabbits. But I tell you, the way the little breaks have gone tonight, it seems like all those little breaks like that, just like the missing an opportunity for the fumble recovery.
You're right.
Here comes Lonoke's offense back out onto the field. Boy, they've been out here a lot tonight.
They sure have.
2 wide outs to the right, 1 to the left. Slot on the left, single back standing to the left of the quarterback. That's Braden Allen. He calls for it, takes it, rolls to his left. Looking, fires, and he's got his man complete. Does a nice job eluding a tackle on the far sideline and gets out. He's going to have close to 10 yards. Let's see where they set the ball down.
He's got it. Yep, it's at the 30, so he's got it.
First down and 10 yards on the pass and catch. And about 5 yards after catch there, too. Nice job by the receiver on the far side. Clock rolls to 5 minutes to go in the first half. Lonoke comes again with 3 wide outs to the right, which is the wide side of the field. Quarterback takes. He's going to keep it himself over the left side. Now puts it back straight up into the line. Keeps using his blockers, and he's going to have about 7 on first down.
Yeah, that takes Allen up to 14 carries, 129 yards by my unofficial stat. So he's had a big night on the ground so far in the first half.
Well, he accounted for 303 of the 402 yards of offense he had when we played them last year. So like we talked about in pregame, Brent, we expected him to be a big part of it.
That's right.
Here tonight. 2nd down and 3 coming up for the Jackrabbits. Quarterback with a slot on the right, 2 wideouts to the right, takes the snap, rolling back, getting some pressure, and now he throws. Oh,
there it is.
It's going to be picked off by the Ricebirds.
There's Kendrick Hawkins. Right there, Lynn. Braden Allen was under some heavy pressure that time, looked downfield and just overthrew Latrell Burnett, and Kendrick Hawkins was right there behind him and made a fantastic diving catch. And, boy, this Ricebird defense, Lynn, has got a little bit of life here. Exactly what we needed.
Absolutely. And the Ricebirds will take over 1st down and 10 at the midfield stripe. Birds come straight to the line of scrimmage. Ball's on the near hash mark. Birds moving from the right to the left, which is the north to the south here for those of you that are listening on Country 97.3 FM. 3 wide outs to the right. Sends a man in motion. Going to fake into the line, and Sparky's going to keep it. Runs into his own man. He's at the 40, the 35, the 30, and 1st and 10 for the Ricebirds. And Brent, you called it.
I think it's going to be a face mask out here. I sure hope it's not a hole, because that was a fantastic run by Sparky, but it looks like they grabbed his face mask. Yes, and that's what the signal is. Yes, it was. I think it might just be a 5-yarder. Well, are they signaling personal foul? Well, it was a fantastic run by Sparky.
He'd have scored if he wouldn't run into his own man, I believe.
You're right. He picked up, about 20 on that?
Yeah, from the 50 to the 30.
Yeah, about 20, and then the penalty is going to tack on some more.
This is going to move the ball inside Lonoke red zone, and just like that, the Ricebirds have it. 1st down and 10 at the Lonoke 15-yard line. 3:56 to go in the first half. Ricebirds have trailed the entire game. Here's an opportunity for the Birds to take their first lead of the night. Deontay Clark calls for it, hands off to Hawkins, into the line, running room, touchdown Ricebirds. Cedric Hawkins in a late hit in the end zone. I can't believe they're not going to call that.
Yeah, it was a little bump there because Hawkins just stopped, I think, as he crossed the goal line, and somebody came up there late and bumped him, but It sure doesn't take Seahawk long, does it?
It does not. 3:43 to go in the first quarter, in the first half, and the Stuttgart Ricebirds have just taken their first lead of the game. Here's a big extra point coming up. Elliott Boyd's the holder. Good snap, good hold. The kick is up, and it is good. And the Stuttgart Ricebirds lead the Lonoke Jackrabbits 28-24. We're back with more Stuttgart Ricebird football in 30 seconds.
When you're looking to sell your house or find a new home, you want a name you can trust. Sandra Brothers at Brothers Realty in Stuttgart is an Arkansas County native dedicated to providing the finest real estate sales and service available. Brothers Realty guarantees you the personal and professional care you need when making such important decisions. You can trust Brothers Realty to have your best interest at heart. Call Sandra Brothers at 870-659-4218. Visit brothers-realty.com or browse listings at Brothers Realty on Facebook and Instagram.
And we welcome you back to Stuttgart Ricebird football tonight from Lonoke. Big 2-4A conference matchup, and we got a slobber knocker going on. The Stuttgart Ricebirds have just scored to take their first lead of the night. They lead 28-24 with 3:43 to go here in the first half. Hausman again is going to sail this one all the way down. It hits at the goal line into the end zone, and the Lonoke Jackrabbits will have it first down and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Boy, it's been a wild game, Lynn. And, you know, I kind of feel like once that adrenaline wore off for Lonoke, Stuttgart settled in here a little bit, and the game has totally changed here. You know, because they picked up those 2 quick touchdowns, you know, and they were really flying high, but then the Birds ran back that kick and blocked the punt, you know, and then that, they're like, uh-oh, you know, we're going to be in the ball game here, and the Ricebird defense has kind of picked up their play.
Absolutely, and they've taken the lead again. First time tonight, Birds lead 28-24. Here comes Lonoke. Once again, first down and 10 from their own 20. This time it's Burnett taking a direct snap. He's going to come to the near side. Boy, he gets hit hard at the 22-23-yard line.
Cade Coates and Xavier Hobbs on Burnett. He's going to fall forward. Going to be a gain of about 4. But he paid for those 4 yards.
Big Ricebird crowd here on the near side, and the stands aren't very tall. You pointed out, Brent, they're not, 5 or 6 rows deep?
Yeah, 5 or 6 rows deep.
But they stretch the length of the field.
Yes, they do. Yep.
Big crowd of Ricebird fans. Second down 6. Burnett stays in. Oh, and he's in trouble now. He reverses field. He puts a little move on the Ricebirds, and he's punished. He's punished. He's punished.
He did. I think he's going to have enough for the first down, but, boy, he took a lick that time.
Tank the Hood put a lick on him.
Yeah, he's going to have about 6. He tried to cut it back inside, and he was met by Tank Hood. So that defense is getting a little more sure-handed on their tackles now.
And those of you watching on our EAB Stuttgart Ricebirds YouTube channel, number 1 is Tank Hood tonight, usually number 51. First down and 10 for the Jackrabbits from their own 30-yard line. Burnett stays in at quarterback. He's just going to take the direct snap, and he's going to just bull his way forward behind his line for about 4 yards, I believe.
Yeah, 4 yards on first down.
Second down 6 coming up for the Jackrabbits.
Ricebird defense just has to limit the big plays here and force this offense to try to slowly move it downfield, and then maybe, you know, you can force a turnover or something. But, boy, in that first quarter, it was big play after big play for the Jackrabbit offense.
Braden Allen, quarterback, back in. Sends 3 wide outs to the left. 1 to the right. Single back standing to his left in the backfield. Sends the man in motion from the right to the left. It fakes to him on a speed sweep. Nice fake, boy, and he right into the line. Bounces off of one Ricebird defender, but that's it.
Yeah, he's going to have enough for the first down, but just barely.
Nice. Hard.
And he's down. I think he just might have the wind knocked out of him, Lynn. He was hit pretty hard there, right in the midsection.
He was stung.
He was, so I believe that's all it is. He's getting up a little slow, but once he catches his breath, I'm sure he'll be fine. He's a big kid, 6'3", 190.
That might have been Nikhil Bradley that put the stick on him.
That might have been. He's wearing number 29 tonight, I believe.
Yes, that is correct. First down and 10. Number 4, Burnett, back in. Takes a snap over the right side. Got a little running room, and the Ricebirds finally push him out of bounds after he picks up a first down. Gets about 12 yards on first down. Moves the ball just into Ricebird territory at about the 48-yard line. 47-yard line. First down and 10 for the Jackrabbits. 1:43 to go here in the first half. Stuttgart with a 28-24 lead. Burnett stays in. Everybody's in tight except one wide out to the right. He's just going to tuck it and run into the line, and the Ricebirds wrap him up right at the line of scrimmage. Looks like Aiden Robnett.
He's going to get forward for about 3. He's going to be timeout Lonoke.
Xavier Hobbs in there as well. Timeout Lonoke. Let's take a quick 30-second timeout with him. You're listening to Stuttgart Ricebird football on Country 97.3 FM, part of the EAB Sports Network.
Shop Max Prairie Wings in Stuttgart for all your favorite deer hunting gear and products. Get a 50-pound bag of deer corn for only $9.99. Select Sitka is on sale for 20 to 40% off. Max has a Big Game Hunter HD 1.5 ladder stand for only $149.99. And the Antler Shed Extreme Guide 4x6 blind is yours for $2,200. We also have tons of rifle ammo in stock. Make sure you're ready when that big one steps out. So load up at Max Prairie Wings in Stuttgart and online at maxpw.com. The hunt begins here.
And the rabbit hunting is going on in Lonoke County. The Stuttgart Ricebirds lead the Lonoke Jackrabbits 28-24 with 1:30 to go here in the first half. Lonoke coming out of a timeout. They've got it 2nd down and 7 from the Stuttgart 46-yard line.
Braden Allen back in at QB.
He's flanked with backs on each side, 2 wide outs to the right. He's just going to dump a little pass, but actually it's a lateral.
It's a lateral, that's right. And the Ricebirds, Hood and Coach were all over that one. And then the flag comes in as well. I think it's going to be a hold, I believe. Yes, it's going to be a hold on Lonoke. It's going to be 3rd down and 13 or 2nd. And, boy, from where that flag is, I think you back them up. Yeah, you back them up because the flag was way back behind the line of scrimmage, so you back them up here.
This will take them back to about their own 41-yard line, I believe, Brent, when they get it marched off. And with 1:23 to go, I think you need as much distance between them and the goal line as you can.
Yeah, you do. Braden Allen back inland, but he was walking a little slow there, so I don't know how much running he's going to be doing here. But
Coach talked in the coaches show. He said, we've just got to keep hitting them. We got to keep hitting them. We got to keep hitting them. Coach is animated here on the near sideline, but he's not going to call a timeout. Allen takes a snap, rolls to his left, looks, fires.
Great coverage.
Almost picked by K-Hawk again.
Boy.
Oh, goodness, Brent, I saw that coming, and I thought,
too.
Man, he has got to jump on that ball.
Yep.
But he just couldn't quite get there in time. It falls incomplete now. It's 3rd down.
Yeah, one more step, Lynn, and that is an easy pick six. But he got there just in time to knock the ball down. 3rd down and 22, and a big play here with 1:09 left.
Oh, man, a huge play from Lonoke's own 40-yard line, and the Ricebirds will think about timeouts. And there is a whistle before the snap. Let's see.
Timeout Lonoke, and that's going to be their 3rd one.
Lonoke uses their final timeout. Let's take another quick 30-second timeout with them. You're listening to Stuttgart Ricebird football on Country 97.3 FM. We're part of the EAB Sports Network.
Joe Klein here for Bet Saracen, Arkansas's favorite sports betting app.
You bet it is, Joe. And football is in the air, which means Bet Saracen has everything you're looking for and more right there on your cell phone.
Now everyone can get in the game and follow your favorite team.
And that's right on the money. If putting down a little wager makes your favorite game a little more exciting, we'll go to the app stores and download Bet Saracen. We even got a demo video to show you how to play.
Or find it at betsaracen.com.
And we welcome you back to Stuttgart Ricebird football tonight from Jackrabbit Stadium in Lonoke. Stuttgart Ricebirds lead the Lonoke Jackrabbits 28-24. Lonoke 3rd down and 22 from their own 40-yard line with 1:09 to go in the first half. Braden Allen, their quarterback, standing back at his own 35, awaiting the snap. takes it, rolling to his left, looking and getting some pressure. Now chasing back to the right side, still looking. Now he's going to air it out long, and it is incomplete. Nice play defensively by the Ricebirds.
It was
played perfectly.
That was fantastic coverage by, is that Gaither or Daniels? That is Julius Gaither, number 18. Yeah, he was running stride for stride with Landon Jones and just got there and got a hand on it. Perfect play for Gaither.
No chance of a interference or anything on that. And it stops the clock, number one, with the incompletion.
Yep.
And here comes Boatwright on to punt. He's going to be standing at his own 25-yard line.
Yep, he's going to kick this one straight out of bounds, I would suspect.
Well, he's got to keep it away from Cameron Harper. They bring somebody else in on Cameron Harper. Cameron blocked the last one and recovered it for a touchdown in the end zone. Boatwright's taking a step or two back further, too. He gets his foot into it, a nice knuckleball. And it's going to hit, take a big high bounce. Now takes a Lonoke roll and taking some time as well here as the clock's going to go down to 45 seconds. Ricebirds with, I think, 2 timeouts remaining.
Yes, 2 timeouts, and they will get the ball to start the second half. So it's
excellent point.
Yeah, very, very, very key there that the Ricebirds will get the ball. One of the few times I think recently that we have got the ball to start the second half. We've been kicking off a lot, but 45 seconds left and 2 timeouts, and as we've seen tonight, it doesn't take this offense long to put it in the end zone.
No, it doesn't. Deontay Clark's quarterback. He's got Cedric Hawkins standing to his left, sends a man in motion. Hands off. Hawkins coming to the near side, trying to turn the corner, cuts back into the line, and he is going to.
He's got a first down.
Close to first. Yes, he's got a first down.
He's got it. He's going to have almost 15 yards.
Clock stops while they set the chains. Ricebirds quickly with 35, 34, 33. Takes. Cutting to the near side. Deontay not going to be much there as he's going to be brought down by number 2, and that is James Stewart. And timeout, Stuttgart. They'll use one of their 2 timeouts right here with 24 seconds to go. Timeout, Stuttgart. Let's take a quick 30-second timeout with them. You're listening to Stuttgart Ricebird football on Country 97.3 FM. We're part of the EAB Sports Network.
The main hub on South Main in Stuttgart is the place to go for nutritious meal replacement protein shakes and delicious energy teas, including favorites like the Ricebird Stomp, the Hub, and the Bobo. Teas to go to make at home are also available. The main hub has healthy protein waffles made to order and tasty donuts in classic flavors like banana nut bread, strawberry cheesecake, and everyone's favorite, chocolate chip. Open Monday through Friday, 7 to 4:30, and Saturday, 10 to 2. The main hub, 324 South Main in downtown Stuttgart. Call 870-456-2997 to order and follow the main hub on Facebook.
And we welcome you back to Lonoke, where the Stuttgart Ricebirds lead the Lonoke Jackrabbits 28-24 with 24 seconds to go in the first half. The Ricebirds with the ball, second down and about 9. And they've got the ball at their own 35-yard line. Ball's on the near hash mark. Birds moving from the right to the left. Deontay Clark's quarterback has Cedric Hawkins standing to his right. He fakes to Hawkins, back to pass, looks. He's going to air it out long for Cameron Harper. A little bumping about halfway down between Harper and number 3, Landon Jones. No penalty, and the clock stops with the incompletion. 17 seconds to go, and the Birds now looking at 3rd down and 9.
Yeah, good coverage that time as Harper just tried to streak right down the field, and Clark unable to connect.
Little bit of a cross breeze now. It started out of the north. It's kind of out of the northeast now. Handoff. Hawkins looking for some room on the near side. Cuts, fakes a man out of his shoes, and he turns the corner. He's across midfield and out of bounds. And he's got a first down for the Ricebirds with 11 seconds. Time for a couple of plays here for the Ricebirds if they manage the clock just right.
Yep. One timeout, I believe, for Stuttgart left here.
The scoreboard says 2, but I know we've used 2.
Yes, we have used 2.
And I know that Lonoke is out. Of course, that's immaterial at this point here. Here we go, Ricebirds, first down and 10 from the Lonoke 48-yard line. Back to pass now, just a little quarterback draw. Sparky's going to keep it. He's got some running room. Down to the 35, 34-yard line, and timeout. Stuttgart with 2 seconds to go.
15 yards on that play, and it's going to stop the clock. Then Coach Price uses his last time out. The Ricebirds are at the 35, so not in field goal range for Hosman. They needed about 10 more yards there to maybe have an attempt. So the Birds will take one shot here to have to get it into the end zone. But barring something wild and crazy, Lynn, the Birds are going to have the lead here at half after being down by 2 touchdowns early in this game. Kendrick Hawkins coming off now just a little slow.
Looked like favoring one of his lower limbs.
Yeah.
Cade Coach goes over and gets him a tap on the back. Tank Hood right there as well. I tell you what, these guys have really been lifting each other up here in this ball game.
That's right.
When they fell behind, I tell you,
they had to dig down deep early tonight.
Yes, they did.
Got Jack Hosman in there, Lynn. Could we see a Jack Hosman pass? I think so. Clark is splitting out wide. Hosman will take the snap here.
By golly, we've seen this before.
I like that I like that matchup with Clark. With Clark going up to get it here.
Absolutely. Here we go. Last play of the first half. Hosman back to pass. Goes all the way back to his 45. Airs it out long. He's got it complete, but out of bounds.
Yep, and that's going to do it.
And that will be the end of the first half with your score. The Stuttgart Ricebirds 28. The Lonoke Jackrabbits 24. We're ready for the Southern Bancorp halftime show. We'll take a look at the scoring summary. Brent will have our first half stats. We'll also try to get some scores from around the 2-4A conference here at the half in Lonoke. The Ricebirds up 28-14. We're back with the Southern Bancorp halftime show in 5 minutes.
Amazing orthopedic care that's close so you can go far. Baptist Health Orthopedic Clinic Stuttgart provides comprehensive orthopedic services in a comfortable environment to ensure the best possible experience, providing a wide variety of services and treatments, from foot and ankle, hand and wrist, and hip treatments to knee replacement, osteoporosis care, and more. Baptist Health Orthopedic Clinic Stuttgart provides expert orthopedic care right where you need it. For questions or more information, please call 888-BAPTIST or visit baptist-health.com.
When it comes to harvest season, you're no stranger to long hours, which is why your Case IH dealer, Progressive Tractor and Implement in Stuttgart, is extending their parts and service hours to help you be ready during this crucial time of year. Trust factory-trained technicians to provide knowledgeable expertise and quick turnaround times. Ask Progressive Tractor and Implement about their next-day parts availability and count on their professionals to help ensure that your equipment stays up and running all day or all night for maximum production in bushels. Contact your local Case IH dealer, Progressive Tractor and Implement, for more information.
The love of football defines fall weekends, and in many homes, our families. But it's a demanding sport that can cause injury. That's why UAMS Health Orthopedics and Sports Medicine is on sidelines and in locker rooms for high schools and colleges across the state, ready to care for athletes with clinics in Central and Northwest Arkansas. UAMS Health, official orthopedics and sports medicine provider for Razorback Athletics and future Razorbacks all over Arkansas. Learn more at uams.health/team.
Prairie Implement Company in Stuttgart knows you have a demanding schedule and need to make the very most of your time. Sometimes a complex world demands a simple solution. Case in point, the new Power Star tractor from New Holland. With up to 100 PTO horsepower on tap, there's virtually no job a Power Star premium utility tractor can't handle. Mow, grade, bale, stack, load. Prairie Implement Company invites you to experience the greater ease provided by 64 to 117 horsepower engines, a spacious Vision View cab, and your choice of 2-wheel drive or 4-wheel drive. For supreme convenience, New Holland's Command Art console in each Power Star tractor puts frequently used controls in one place, increasing your productivity. Work with greater power and utility in a new Power Star tractor. Stop by Prairie Implement Company in Stuttgart today to learn more.
Producers Rice Mill in Stuttgart is proud to sponsor this broadcast of Ricebird Sports. Producers is here for you year-round, providing the hometown service you desire. Producers supports community activities and is proud to be a part of the Grand Prairie. If you're enjoying this broadcast of Ricebird Sports, let our sponsors know, because without their support, this broadcast would not be possible. Producers Rice Mill in Stuttgart, supporting the community and Ricebird Sports.
The John Hart Christmas sale is going on now through the end of the month at Coker Hampton Drug Company and Gift Shop in downtown Stuttgart. Shop a huge variety of styles during this holiday special event. John Hart's personalized, handcrafted travel items make the best gifts. So go ahead and start marking off your Christmas list and get a little something for yourself while you're at it. Ending Monday, October 31st, the John Hart Christmas sale going on now at Coker Hampton Drug Company and Gift Shop in downtown Stuttgart.
Get 20% off any carport, metal building, or garage over 26 feet wide this month at Jimmy's in Stuttgart, Brinkley, Clarendon, and Helena, West Helena. Also save 10% off any premier portable building on the lot. Through October, save 20% off a new carport, metal building, or garage more than 26 feet wide, and 10% off any on-the-lot premier portable building at Jimmy's. Call Jimmy Spears at 870-468-8236 before October 31st to take advantage of these offers. Jimmy's premier portable buildings and Arkansas carports in Stuttgart, Brinkley, Clarendon, and Helena, West Helena. That's 870-468-8236 and online at shedsofclarendon.com.
Time for an oil change? What about a new battery? Harry's Rapid Lube in Stuttgart has you covered. At Harry's Rapid Lube, they have GM Dexos certified oil, along with quality Pennzoil, and they can change your air filter and windshield wipers, and even replace your rundown battery with an interstate battery. You don't need an appointment. Just drive in. For quality service, for quality people, see Harry's Rapid Lube at 2208 South Timber in Stuttgart, or phone 672-7200. Open Monday through Friday, 7 a.m. to 5 p.m.
Freemeyer's Best Friends Plus has been supporting Ricebirds athletics for 43 years in Stuttgart. We're honored to be a part of the Ricebird tradition. Freemeyer's has joined with some of the best brands in America, including Whirlpool, Maytag, KitchenAid, Lazy Boy, and Sealy, to be able to supply our customers with the best values. Now Freemeyer's has gone a step further with guaranteed price matching. If you need home furnishings, make sure you check with Freemeyer's, 201 South Main in downtown Stuttgart. Best brands, best prices, best people.
And we welcome you back to the Southern Bancorp halftime show tonight from Lonoke, where the Stuttgart Ricebirds lead the Lonoke Jackrabbits 28-24 here at the half. I'm Lynn Keller, sitting alongside Brent Whitman. Also alongside us is Chris Armstrong and Jonathan Watson on our EAB Sports Network Stuttgart Ricebird YouTube channel. And for those of you that are viewing that right now, you're looking at the Stuttgart Ricebird, you're looking at the Lonoke Jackrabbit Band. The Stuttgart Ricebird Marching Band will make their way out here in just a few moments and perform. Albeit we are on the visitor side. We're high above the visitor side. As a matter of fact, we're in their gymnasium here in Lonoke, overlooking the field. They built their gym right beside the football stadium, and their press boxes are a combination of 4 small deer stands, and there is just no room in there. Brent and I, we've been in there a few times, and no place to sit for the most part.
No, you're right.
And,
and we fought the wasp.
Fight the wasp and the lighting, and can't see either end zone, no side windows or anything, and they offered us an opportunity last year. Actually, Coach Price suggested, he said, why don't you guys go over and get on the veranda at the gym? You know, the gym has, it's probably 3 stories tall.
Yeah,
and
it's a fantastic gym.
It is a very nice gym, and we're actually on the exit veranda of the upper deck.
Yeah,
so if you came out,
on the west side.
Yeah, so if you come out, there's a little veranda there. So we've got all of our equipment set up here. We've got our live stream camera and everything, and really it provides an excellent view of the field and the playing surface, except obviously on being on the visitor side, your bands are going to perform for the home crowds. And then one other thing, we've got a light pole in the way here too, Brent.
Yeah, we do. It kind of hinders the view at about the 30-yard line there. But other than that, it's a fantastic view. You know, I actually went back today and checked out some of last year's game just to see how it was, and it's a fantastic view.
Yeah, it really is. And of course, here we're at a grass field, only one that will play on the regular season this year. And it actually is the field itself is in pretty good shape, but it's just awfully hard for us to make out where the ball is because the field, the grass is like everything else in the state of Arkansas, it's pretty
Dead.
well dead.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is.
And it's the color of dead, and they marked it off in white, I guess probably back in August or September, and I don't think they've done it since then.
Right,
either.
I don't think so.
We have a tough time with the yard markers and where the ball is and how far to go and that sort of thing, but hopefully that those of you particularly that are watching on our EAB Sports Network YouTube channel can ascertain very good the way the Ricebirds are doing here tonight. We got a good football game we knew we were going to have. Boy, it started off rough for the Ricebirds as Lonoke took the opening kick, and a minute 30 later they were in the end zone on a 4-play drive. Braden Allen goes in from 9 yards out. Tom Boatwright's PAT was good, and the Jackrabbits were up 7-0. The Ricebirds got 1 first down but couldn't do anything else. Give the ball back to Lonoke at the 5:28 mark. They go in from 5 yards out, and just like that, they're up 13-0. The PAT was no good. The Ricebirds were guilty of jumping off sides when they kicked it the first time, which was good. So they decided they're going to bring their 2-point conversion team in and go for 2. And then they have illegal procedure, backs them up 5 yards, and then they miss the extra point from 25 yards out. So they led 13-0 at that point. But on the ensuing kick, really, the tide began to turn a little bit, Brent, on the ensuing kick.
Yes, it did. Chance Rabenek takes the kickoff, pitches it back to Cedric Hawkins. He brings it all the way from the middle of the field to the near side here, turns it up, breaks a couple tackles, and then just takes it to the house. And at that point, the Birds were kind of seizing a little bit of the momentum back.
And that was at the 5:09 mark of the first quarter, and then still more scoring to do. Lonoke really wasted no time. Braden Allen to Landon Jones, 36-yard touchdown, and the 2-point conversion to Cody Amato was good, and Lonoke back up by 2 touchdowns, 21-7. Then the tide really changed.
Yep.
As the Ricebirds held Lonoke at the 10:26 mark of the second quarter. Cameron Harper blocks a punt. This come after a 3rd down play where the Ricebirds sacked the quarterback, Braden Allen. Huge play in the ball game at that point right there. Forced Lonoke into their first punt of the night, and that's when Cameron Harper did his magic, and he picks it up in the end zone for a touchdown. And with Hossman's PAT, the Birds were back within 7, 21-14. At the 5:53 mark of the second quarter, Boatwright hits a 30-yard field goal to put Lonoke back up by 2 scores, 24-14. And then Cedric Hawkins goes in from 46 yards out. 1 play later, 5:36 mark of the second quarter, Hossman's PAT was good, and the Ricebirds were within 3, 21-24. Then with 3:43 to go, after a Kendrick Hawkins interception, Cedric Hawkins goes in from 15 yards out. Hossman's PAT was good, and the Birds lead it here at the half, 28-24. Ricebird defense comes out, gets another stop, gets the ball back, but just a little bit too far and not enough time for the Ricebirds, and they end up throwing a pass down to about the 36-yard line. That was as close as they could get to the goal line before the half ended, and the Birds take it to the locker room at the half with a 28-24 lead.
Yeah, you know, if you're the Lonoke Jackrabbits, Lynn, you're probably sitting in a locker room now going, how are we trailing in this game? You know, they came out with all the momentum. You know, they put up some big yards out of their offense, and but boy, the Ricebirds just would not lay down here, would not quit tonight, and battled all the way back, and has taken the lead in this first possession to start the third quarter is going to be big.
It really is, and of course, starting with, again, as you mentioned at the time, special teams. One of the 3 elements of the ball game really is what got the Ricebirds going, and have an opportunity here as we start the second half as well. Those of you that are watching on our EAB Sports Network Stuttgart Ricebird YouTube channel right now are seeing the Stuttgart Ricebird Marching Band from behind. They are entertaining the Lonoke home crowd across the far way over there and getting a nice round of applause from the Lonoke fans over there. This is a very familiar program that they have been performing at both halftimes and in their marching competition. Although all of the instruments are aimed toward the other side, I can tell they're playing that favorite Michael Jackson, and here they go as they all go down. And they have really worked hard this year the Stuttgart Ricebird Marching Band performing here at the half in Lonoke. And they're not quite finished yet, and then they'll turn around and they will make their way back to the near side here.
That's right, with the, I believe with the Stuttgart fight song.
With the fight song,
yep.
There you go. So we'll pay close attention and we'll watch for that, as that'll be coming up here in just a moment. You know, Brent, this morning I was kind of going over our notes for tonight, and I had noticed on the internet all of the honor roll that had come out this week for the first 9 weeks. Yeah. And I said, well, I'm just going to go down through there and I want to highlight the football players that made the honor roll.
Yep.
How about 37 of them made the honor roll? How about 9 of them with all A's?
Man, that's fantastic, isn't it? That is great.
I started to say, well, it's going to be impossible. I could come quicker telling you who didn't make it than I could who did, and I certainly don't want to do that. No. But goodness gracious, so impressed with these Ricebirds, and because really that's what it's all about. Yep. And the extracurricular activities are fabulous, but I'm telling you what one of the biggest things that counts in life is what you do when you're in that classroom, and these Ricebirds are getting it done both on the field and in the classroom.
Yes, they are getting it done in the classroom, and that's fantastic for them. So hats off to all 37 of those, and they are getting it done.
Absolutely. Stuttgart Ricebird Marching Band kind of backing away a little bit from the home side over there as they make their way, and they'll.
And speaking of the marching band, Lynn, we talked about this early on, but every place we go and every place that we've ever been, I believe the Stuttgart Ricebird Band is the only band that actually stands on the field and plays the national anthem.
And that was an excellent point that you made, Brent. You're exactly right about that. And, of course, they participate in so much of the pregame because they form the funnel as coming out of the run-through.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter whether it's on the road or whether it's at Ned Mosley Stadium, it's the same.
Yeah.
And it doesn't matter how far the road trip is. This Ricebird Marching Band is going to be there, of course, under the direction of Mr. Kevin Sherman, Miss Shannon Hudgens, Miss Sarah Schroeder. They're doing a fabulous job with the band, and I think I'm right when I say that their beginner band, I think, has got over 50 members in it. So it's really going to bid well for the future of the Ricebird Band.
Yep, that's right. Yeah, it looks like they have more members this year too than they've had in years past. So it looks like membership is up in that Stuttgart Band, and you can tell it too when they play.
Yeah. Well, and of course, we've documented it real well too, Brent, that the participation in all the extracurricular activities is up. Football rosters are up. Gosh, there's 50 kids in 7th grade. I mean, it's just it's amazing to me.
Yeah, in a time when it's down at a lot of schools, participation, especially in football, is down. You see a lot of schools dropping down to 8-man, but boy, not here in Stuttgart. Stuttgart loves their football, loves their sports, and they support it very well.
Had to hustle around and borrow helmets to make sure everybody had a helmet.
That's right.
And Ricebird Marching Band makes their way to the center of the field, still aimed in the direction of the home crowd over there, still entertaining them very well. And as they get closer, you can probably begin to pick up some of the drums here with a very distinctive beat. Still a couple of minutes to go here in the half. Neither team has made their way out of the respective locker rooms yet, so I'm sure the officials will put a couple of minutes back on for halftime. Both bands performing here at the half. Boy, last night at the junior high game, and we'll talk about that in just a moment, but the Baby Bird cheerleaders were out in full force, and I think I heard Coach Laura Serrano tell me the week before that they were expecting 130 Baby Bird cheerleaders. So you talk about participation being up.
Yeah, there you go. That's right.
That bodes very well for the future in the cheer section here at Ricebird Land as well. Stuttgart Ricebird Band, and of course, for those again that are watching online, you can see the flag line here is closest to us. Well, actually, the drums are closest to us, and then the flag line. And they go very soft with the music, go down to one knee.
Here comes the Ricebird football team making their way back out on the track. And on what is an unusual track here, as it is only a 6-lane track.
Excellent point.
And most tracks are usually 8, so
right.
I'm not sure how many track meets
right.
they have here at Lonoke, but I'm guessing not many.
And the dressing room, I know Coach Price told me, was very small. As a matter of fact, they got most of their gear on in Stuttgart.
Wow.
Got on the bus
Yeah.
because they knew what that situation would
Yeah.
be. Now the Stuttgart Ricebird cheerleaders are joining in the action, and here come the Stuttgart Ricebird marching band. Brent and I'll be quiet here for just a moment. Hopefully you can pick up the band. And the Ricebird Marching Band concludes their performance here in Lonoke. Stuttgart Ricebirds have made their way out on the field here as they get set for their warm-ups here. And while we've got a moment here before second half, let's get the first half stats from Brent.
All right, for the Lonoke Jackrabbits, Latrell Burnett, number 4, 10 carries for 75 yards. Marquez Jackson Jr., has 4 carries for a total of 10 yards. Brandon Allen has done a lot on the ground tonight for the Jackrabbits. 16 carries, 137 yards, and 2 touchdowns through the air. Allen is 6 out of 10 for 95 yards and 1 touchdown. Their leading receiver is Landon Jones. He has 2 catches for 65 yards and 1 touchdown, 222 on the ground, 95 through the air, 317 yards for Lonoke tonight in the first half. For the Ricebirds, Cedric Hawkins, 10 carries, 128 yards, and 2 touchdowns. Deontay Clark, 5 carries for 38 through the air. Clark is 1 out of 2 for 4 yards. Jack Hosman is 1 out of 2 for 10 yards. Only 14 yards through the air, 166 on the ground, 180 yards for the Ricebird offense, 317 for Lonoke. But those 2 big special teams touchdowns for the Ricebirds have them in the lead here, 28-24.
Absolutely, and really some momentum going into the locker room as well. Let's see what the Ricebirds can do coming out of the second half here. Yes, Elizabeth Skinner sent me a text and said, I believe this is our first slobber knocker of the season. You are correct, and we appreciate you so much for listening and for noticing that. And, of course, she's also playing sportscaster here a little bit as well, reminding us, for our listeners that are interested in the World Series, the Astros lead the Phillies 5-0 after the second Tucker home run.
Well,
that was in the bottom of the third, I believe.
Right now, those Astros are tough. A lot of fantastic pitching out of the Astros. They're going to be tough to beat.
Thanks, Elizabeth, for your update on that, and want to thank everybody for listening to the Southern Bancorp halftime show. So let's take one more time out. When we come back, we'll try to get you some scores, and then we'll be set for the second half kickoff. You're listening to Stuttgart Ricebird football on Country 97.3 FM, part of the EAB Sports Network.
For the past 150 years, Lyon College has been educating Arkansas students who make a difference in our communities, in our state, and in our world. Lyon College alumni are your computer scientists, artists, and engineers. They're your business and community leaders, teachers, and healthcare professionals. In fact, Lyon College has an average medical school acceptance rate more than twice the national average. For more information, visit lyon.edu. Lyon College, a better world starting in Arkansas.
At Right Fiber, we've upped the gig speed internet game. Our Frontline fiber optic network leads the way for our high-performance internet packages. Talk about fast. Our game plan goes up to 1 gigabit speeds. For extra points, add in Right Fiber TV or phone. We also go long with no hidden fees, no contracts, no data limits, and no charge for Wi-Fi or installation. The Right Fiber team is tough to beat, but easy to join. Just call 833-717-4448 today and score with Right Fiber.
Welcome Welcome back to the Southern Bancorp halftime show tonight from Lonoke, where the Stuttgart Ricebirds lead the Lonoke Jackrabbits 28-24 here at the half. I'm Lynn Keller sitting alongside Brent Whitman. We're glad to have you joining us tonight for Ricebird football. And an update, the World Series score is now 5-3 Astros over the Phillies. And the Stuttgart Ricebirds will receive the opening kick of the second half. I want to thank you all again for listening to the Southern Bancorp halftime show. With flexible lending, customized accounts, and financial development services aimed at helping put you and your family on the path to economic opportunity, they are wealth builders for everyone. Southern Bancorp, sponsors of our halftime show, located in Stuttgart, and for our friends in DeWitt, there as well, formerly known as Arkansas County Bank. Boat right kicks off. It's going to be taken by the Ricebirds. Coming back towards the center of the field, it's Deontay Clark, and Deontay's going to be buttoned up. What do you think, Brent? Back about the 30-yard line,
yes,
roughly?
Yes, I think so. I think he's right at the 30-yard line. Couldn't find the crease there as he was trying to find a lane to get upfield. Pretty good coverage by the Jackrabbit special teams there. Yep, and he's just inside the 30-yard line, so not bad field position for the Ricebirds in this crucial opening possession of the second half.
No doubt about it. Ricebirds trail for most of the first half, take their first lead of the game, 28-24, and then the defense has stepped up and given a little bit of help as well. Ricebird offense love to get a score here on this possession. Deontay Clark at quarterback, takes, hands to Cedric Hawkins coming to the near side, trying to turn the corner. Nice tackle as he gets about 5, maybe 6 yards.
Yeah, he's going to get about 6. A nice tackle there by Landon Jones. Just got off his block there by Jack Hosman and brought down Hawkins.
Those of you watching on our EAB Stuttgart Ricebirds YouTube channel, that is a light pole in your vision. Ricebirds to the line. Sends a man in motion. Fakes to Hawkins. Keeping is going to be Deontay Clark, looking for a little seam, puts his head down, dives forward, and he's got a fresh set of downs coming up for the Ricebirds. Just underway, 11-14 to go in the third quarter. Stuttgart with a 28-24 lead. They trailed 14-0 early in the first quarter.
5 yards for Clark on that carry and enough for a first down. 11:05 left in the third quarter.
Deontay Clark has Cedric Hawkins standing to his right. Sends a man in motion. Hands to Hawkins. Hawkins starts up the middle and cuts to the outside. Puts his head down, and he's attracting a lot of purple uniforms.
Yep, but he's going to have about 7 yards. Pretty good blocking around that right side. And a nice gain on first down as Hawkins is up over 140 yards on the night.
Moves the ball 2 yards shy of midfield, out to the Ricebird 48-yard line. Second down and 3. Ball's toward the far hash mark. Birds here in the third quarter, moving from the right to the left. That's the north to the south. Clark fakes, going to keep it himself over the right side. He's got running room. Goodness gracious, a nice shoestring tackle at the 40-yard line, or Deontay would have taken that one to the house.
Yep, that's 16 yards there. And, yeah, you know, when you give to Hawkins 2 or 3 times in a row, they really start to key in on Hawkins, and then you do that play fake to him, and, boy, he found a nice lane.
Ball's on the far hash mark. Here come the Birds. First down and 10. Deontay Clark's quarterback now makes wholesale changes, shifting 3 of the guys from the right to the left. Takes, hands off. Hawkins coming to the near side, trying to get the corner, and tries to slice in between a couple of rabbits. And he's going to have a couple of yards before they bring him down. He helps up the defender that brought him down, and gain of 2 on the play. We'll call it second down, 8. 9:30 to go here in the third quarter. Ricebirds' first possession here of the second half. Ricebirds send J.K. split wide to the right. Everybody else is in tight. Deontay Clark.
Ricebirds have really been pounding this left side of the offensive line, and there's one of the Ricebirds jumps.
Illegal procedure on the Ricebirds is going to set up now second down and about 13. They move the ball back to the 41-yard line of Lonoke. Breeze has kind of picked up a little bit here at the stadium, and it is kind of a cross breeze, mostly out of the north, but a little bit out of the northeast. They say rain is coming later tonight after midnight. The state, of course, certainly needs that. Oh, and the ball's on the ground, and nice job by Deontay to just jump on the ball and save the possession. That was going to be a handoff. Either that or he was going to pull it out of the belly of Hawkins, one or the other, but it ended up on the ground.
Yeah, I think he was maybe going to pull it there and just didn't pull it out in time, and the ball got knocked out from him. So, yeah, 3rd down and long here, and that penalty really set the Ricebirds back, and then you get that bobbled handoff there, and they have 3rd and long here.
Jack Hossman brings the play in. Now he splits wide to the right, 2 to the right, 1 to the left. Send Chance Rabenek in motion. Take handoff. Cedric Hawkins running hard, trying to turn the corner, and he does. He's got a 1st down and more on the far sideline, down to the 25-20 and out of bounds at the 16-yard line. Seahawk for a 1st down.
27 yards, just so much speed there to outrun the Jackrabbits to the corner, Lynn, and there's not much they can do about it. You know, he's just so quick there getting turned upfield.
1st down and 10 for the Ricebirds from the Lonoke 16-yard line. 8:03 to go, 3rd quarter, first possession of the 3rd quarter. Deontay fakes, keeps it himself, turns the corner on the right side. He's got some running room, and he's going to be down close to the 10-yard line. It's going to be a gain of about 6. Let's see where they set the marker.
Yeah, it's going to be about 6. Nice job of weaving his way down there and using his blockers on the far side of the field by Deontay Clark. 2nd down 4.
From the 9-yard line of Lonoke. Birds in white jerseys, maroon helmets and pants, moving from the right to the left. Lonoke all purple. Handoff, Hawkins coming to the near side, looking for his blockers and using them and pushing down close to the end zone. He's down to the 2-yard line. Seahawk gets the Birds a 1st and goal.
Well, fantastic blocking there as he was following several Ricebird blockers and kind of pushing them along for the last couple of yards. And they have it inside the 2 now, and they're going to bring in a heavy package here in the backfield. Bradley and Hood are going to be lead blockers.
Matthew Hoskin is the center. Take, handoff, Hawkins into the line, pushing into the end zone. Touchdown, Ricebirds. Seahawk takes it the last 2.
Boy, you love to get points there on that opening drive of the 3rd quarter, but what's even better is that was a time-consuming drive. 7:24 left here in the 3rd quarter. The Ricebirds take some time off the clock here, and the penalty didn't hurt them. They put 7 points on the board and have a 2-score lead for the first time tonight. Jack Hosman on for the PAT.
Elliott Boyd is the holder. A little bit of a low snap.
He got it.
But Elliott gets it down, and Jack drills it through, and the Birds lead 35-24 over the Lonoke Jackrabbits. We're back with more Stuttgart Ricebird football in 30 seconds.
Flu shots are available now at Urgent Care of Stuttgart for ages 6 months and up. No appointment is necessary. Simply walk in. Most major insurance providers are accepted, and you can call ahead to 672-0911 to find out if you're covered. Supplies are limited. Get your flu shot today at Urgent Care of Stuttgart. And if you start to experience a sudden onset fever, chills, aches, tiredness, a sore throat, or dry cough, visit Urgent Care for treatment without a wait. Open Monday through Friday, 7 a.m. to 5 p.m. Urgent Care of Stuttgart at 22nd and Park Avenue. Get sick, get seen today.
Back at Jackrabbit Stadium in Lonoke, where the Stuttgart Ricebirds have just stretched their lead over the Lonoke Jackrabbits 35-24 with 7:24 to go here in the 3rd quarter. I'm Lynn Keller sitting alongside Brent Whitman. Also, we've got Jonathan Watson, Chris Armstrong on our EAB Sports Network Stuttgart Ricebirds YouTube channel with our live stream. Jack Hossman set to kick it off, and he puts this one deep. It's not going to go into the end zone.
Boy, a nice
but
roll.
It rolls into the end zone, hits at about the 6, and boy, it just took off when it hit. And Jack has been such a weapon in so many ways all year long, and boy, that ability to place that kick, Brent.
That's right. And how great is it to have the Jackrabbits to start off at the 20 instead of the 40 or the 45?
Right. And that's where the Rabbits will have it. First down and 10 at their own 20-yard line, dressed in all purple. They'll be moving from the left to the right here on the grass field in Lonoke, the dead grass field that's striped in white, but a long time ago.
It was.
Birds up, 35-24. Braden Allen takes, hands off into the line, and a little bit of running room for about 3 yards, it looks like.
I think that's Bird. It's Bird. No, it's number 18. That's Marquez Jackson on the carry for 3.
Quarterback Braden Allen. He kind of got his bell rung in the first half.
Late in the first half, and he hasn't ran it.
He has not run it since then. He sure hadn't. Now, he watch him now, Brent.
Right, you're right.
That.
Yep. There he goes.
He tucks it down. He comes over this side, but the Ricebirds are there. Oh, my goodness. Cade Coates and Aiden Robnett team up to bring him down after a short gain. And
one of his shortest gains of the night, only 2 yards.
It was. It's going to bring up now 3rd down and a long 5 coming up. Ball shy, just shy by about a foot of the 25-yard line. They've got to get to the 30 for a first down. Brent, how big would it be for the Ricebirds to get a stop right here?
Yeah, it would be mammoth.
Get that ball back, and I tell you, Mo would certainly be wearing maroon and white.
Yep.
Braden Allen sends the man in motion from right to left, hands him on a pitch to him on a little speed sweep, trying to get the corner.
Good blocking out there.
He does get a good block, and he's going to have a first down.
Yeah, fantastic blocking there, as he had a long ways to run to get to the corner, and he did. That was Landon Jones. He picks up about 9, so a big conversion there for the Jackrabbits.
Moves it out to the 35-yard line. Fresh set of downs for the Rabbits. First down and 10. Ball's on the far hash mark. Mentioned the great Ricebird crowd, and Brent, I agree with you. I think there's as many Ricebird fans, if not more, than there is Lonoke fans.
They are, and I'm kind of shocked about that. I thought Lonoke would bring the whole town out tonight.
Everybody's in tight. Quarterback Allen is flanked. He takes, he hands off, coming to the near side. Burnett breaks a tackle, gets across the 40, 45, and Ricebirds are going to wrestle him out of bounds. Shy of midfield, out about the 46-yard line, but he's going to have another first down.
Yeah, he's going to have 12 here. Ricebirds just have to limit the huge plays here. If they, take their time and make them use the clock and run it down the field, then maybe you can get a stop on them. Just don't give up the big plays like they were in the first quarter, and then maybe get a penalty or a sack or something like that, and you can get a stop on them.
Braden Allen, the quarterback, has everybody but one in tight. He's got Jones split wide to the right. He is flanked with running backs. He's going to keep it this time himself over the right side, looking for blockers, and there's nothing there. Cade Coates finishes him off.
Yep, several Ricebirds there. Bradley is there. We got Gaither and Hobbs.
Yeah, Hobbs is in there as well.
Yeah, gain of about 2 on the play, but several Ricebirds there as he came to the short side of the field and couldn't get much.
2nd down and 8 for the Lonoke Jackrabbits from their own 46-yard line. 48-yard line.
Yep, 5:20 left in the 3rd quarter. The Ricebirds out to a 35-24 lead.
Wide outs on each side. Slot on the right. Single back standing to the right of Allen. He moves the slot from the right to the left. Back to pass. He's going to air it out long. Ricebirds are there, and incomplete. Is the ball, I believe, was probably out of bounds.
I think it was.
Anyway.
I think it was. I think it kind of sailed on him late there and led Jones out of bounds. So 3rd down and 8 now. Another big 3rd down play for this Ricebird defense.
In coverage for the Ricebirds.
That Matthew Luster back there? Yep.
Yes, sir.
Number 9. Using his speed there to cover the speedy Jones.
3rd down and 8 for the Lonoke Jackrabbits from their own 48-yard line. Big play for the Ricebird defense. 2 wide outs to the 3 wide outs to the left. 4 wide outs to the left. Back to pass. Getting some pressure. Going to dump it out. The Ricebirds are right there. And there's also a penalty marker down. But boy, didn't the Ricebirds play that
They
perfect.
did. Cade Coates, Ryan Kazire sniffed that screen pass out all the way. You can see once they let the D-line through what they were going to do, and the Ricebirds were all over it here. Let's see what the penalty is now. I don't know what it could be, because that play was a fast developing play. I don't think they had anybody downfield, ineligible downfield.
And the guy in the white hat has not looked.
They're going to wave it off.
Okay.
They're going to wave it off. That's going to bring up 4th down. That's going to be. It's going to be a gain of maybe a yard on the. Well,
no, not.
Yeah, no gain on the play.
No gain on the play.
Yeah, no gain on the play.
4th down, and now they're moving it. Now they're moving it 2 yards, gain of 2 on the play.
Gain of 2.
So it's going to be 4th and 6 now.
I would watch for a fake here.
Boatwright is standing back at his own 36-yard line. He's already had one block tonight by Cameron Harper. High snap to him. He gets it off, and it is a knuckleball that's going to hit and take a Ricebird bounce, and the Jackrabbits are going to down it at about the Ricebird 20-yard line. I believe I'm right on the yard marker.
The 20. I think that's the 22.
Yeah, let's get the old glasses out.
Really hard to tell. I think it's just outside the 20.
It's on the Ricebird end of the field. How about that?
Yes, it is. Yeah, they have it. Well, they don't have it up yet on the scoreboard, but I think
they don't know either.
Yeah, it's either at the 21 or 22. But Ricebird defense gets that crucial stop there, and
absolutely.
Let's see if this offense can put some more points on the board and get a little bit of separation here.
4:29 to go, third quarter. Ricebirds lead 35-24. Sparky takes it. He dances around a little bit in the backfield. He spins out of a tackle and gets forward, maybe back to the line of scrimmage, and that's about going to do it.
Not much. Burnett played that one well for the Jackrabbits. Gain of a yard, and that's going to be it on the play. But you gotta run Sparky every now and then just to keep them honest.
Yeah, absolutely. 2nd down and 9 coming up for the Ricebirds. Press box doesn't have any idea where the ball is on the field either, so I don't feel so bad.
That's right. That's right.
2nd and 9 for the Ricebirds. Deontay Clark at quarterback. He's got Cedric Hawkins standing to his left. 3 wide outs to the right, 1 wide out to the left. Send Rabenek in motion from the right to the left. Handoff, starting into the line, cutting to the outside. Cedric Hawkins stiff arms a man. Now we got a penalty marker coming in from way out. And Cedric is still on his feet, coming all the way back to the near side, gets out to the 40-yard line. He's got 1st down yardage, but the gentleman, the back judge, I guess you would say, he threw his flag as far as he could throw it.
He threw it about 20 yards. 20 yards. It's probably going to be coming back.
I kind of wanted to just holler at Cedric, hey, hold up.
Yeah, just go down. Just go down.
Don't wear yourself out.
Yeah.
Because the old back judge is going to bring this one back, and
but
it is.
But it's going to be marked off from downfield, I believe. From where he threw the flag was about 5 yards from the line. Well, yeah, it's not that bad. Instead of 2nd down and 9, it's 2nd down and 10.
Yeah.
Could have been worse.
It could have been much worse.
Yeah.
Ricebird still with 4 wide outs to the right, which is the wide side of the field. Takes hands off Hawkins, trying to get the corner on the right side, looking for a little seam. Stiff arms a man's again, gets the corner over there, drug down out of bounds on the far sideline. And let's see.
I have no idea where he's at, though.
I don't either.
It looked like he's going to have enough for the 1st down. If it's where the ref on the near side is standing, he's going to have about 13 or 12. Let's see.
Illegal procedure against the Ricebirds is going to wipe it all out.
Wow.
And again, one of the disadvantages of Brent and I being on the visitor side is the gentleman in the white hat always aims to the press box.
Right,
and we're a long way from the press box.
Man, that's a big penalty there. The Ricebirds had a 1st down here, and you got 2 big runs in a row by Hawkins wiped out by penalties. So now it's going to be 2nd down and 15.
Ricebirds continue to use the clock. Rolls under 4 minutes to go here in the third quarter. Ricebirds with a 35-24 lead. They led 28-24 at the half.
I'm kind of surprised that we haven't seen the little pass to Hawkins split out wide yet to try to get him one-on-one with somebody out here. That may be coming later.
A.J. Higgins is now lined up to the right of Deontay. Fake to Higgins, and Deontay's going to keep it himself and just powers into the line. Not much there.
Maybe going to get back the penalty yardage, I think. Yeah, maybe. Be 3rd down and about 10 or 11 here.
Ball is on the far hash mark. And the Ricebirds. Chance Rabenek checks in with the play. Ricebirds break the huddle to the line. Matthew Hoskin is the center. Down over the ball. Deontay Clark, quarterback, calls for it. Hands off. Higgins starting right and cuts back to the left, and he's going to be brought down, I believe, for a loss.
Yeah, maybe about a yard loss that time. A.J. Higgins giving Cedric Hawkins a break there. I believe Coach Price was saying, let's just use the clock there, and if we can run for a first down, great. But if not, let's just punt it away here. We have an 11-point lead here, and the clock is in our favor, so let's see what the defense can do here.
Looks like Jack standing back at the Ricebird 10-yard line. High snap, brings it down, puts his foot into it. Boy, it is. It's a nice one. It takes a nice Ricebird roll at the 40, the 35, down to the 30, the 29, the 28-yard line. It's going to be down there by Johnny Howard. Also down there for the Ricebirds, number 20, Kevon Conway. And Lonoke will have it inside their own 30-yard line with 2:26 to go here in the third quarter. Ricebirds lead the Rabbits 35-24.
Yeah, penalties stopping that drive there. That's about the third drive of the night that the Ricebirds have had penalties that have really got them behind the chains and forcing them to punt. But we have 2:26 left here in the third, and the Birds have come all the way back to take an 11-point lead. They have outscored Lonoke. Since they were down 21-7, they've outscored them 28-3 here.
Old Mo has got maroon and white on, but the ball game still got a lot of time left in it.
Sure does.
Lonoke to the line of scrimmage. Braden Allen, their quarterback, with the pink socks. Sends a man in motion out of the backfield. Back to pass, fires out. You got Jones complete on the sideline, and he's off to the races. Midfield, 40, and tripped up. What a nice job tripping him up by number 17, Cameron Harper.
Yeah, and then
just reached out and knocked his legs out from under him, or he was going to be gone for 6.
He did. And then Gaither came in.
And kind of
finished
and that's
him.
why he's down still on the ground.
Yeah, I think so.
Hard hit by Gaither on Jones. Just a simple little screen pass.
Yeah, and he picked up a good block downfield, and he takes it down for 37 yards, and that's a big play.
It is, down to the Ricebird 36-yard line.
Yeah, as you said, just the easy little toss out there in the flat, and, boy, he took it a long ways. He made a lot out of that, and he's still down.
Want to remind you, Ricebird football powered by Petrus in Stuttgart. Don't forget, 2 locations. 19th and Main Street for Chevrolet, Buick, and GMC, and more. Let me tell you, they have got a great inventory now of pickup trucks and SUVs. You need to go by and see what they've got. Have a couple of mid-sized trucks, Chevy Colorado, GMC Canyon. And then, of course, also other Petrus location out across from Max, 2350 Highway 63 North for Ford, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram. That's Petrus Auto Sales out there. And, of course, both of them have great websites with photographs of all their inventory, pricing, everything you need for your shopping experience. That's Petrus powering tonight's Ricebird broadcast.
Jones was up and jogged off, so I'm sure he will be back out there soon.
Taking his place on the bench on the far side over there. And we resume the action. 2:16 to go here in the third quarter. Braden Allen sends a man in motion out of the backfield. He's going to keep it himself over the right side. The Ricebirds are right there to bring him down. Gain of maybe 1 or 2, but that's going to about do it.
Yep. Xavier Hobbs was the first one there, and then Cade Coates came along to help out. Gain of almost 2 yards. 2 yards. 2 yards is all they're going to give him.
Second down and 8 now coming up for the Jackrabbits from the Stuttgart 33-yard line.
1:44 left in the third quarter.
Ricebirds up by 11. Here come the Rabbits in all purple on the near hash mark, moving from the left to the right on your radio dial. Back to pass is Allen. Looking. Now he's got some pressure.
Cameron Harper got
a hold up. He's going to be sacked by Cameron Harper.
Yeah, Lynn, you know, that's a play that I'm sure that Allen, 9 times out of 10, gets away from the tackle, you know, and then makes something happen. But Cameron Harper was not going to let him go that time, and Cade Coates was there to help finish him off, and it's going to be a loss of 2 on the play.
He has been hammered all night,
He
and
has.
I tell you, that wears them down.
It does.
It just does.
No doubt.
And you can tell, look at him, Brent. I mean, he is really walking gingerly out there.
Yeah, after that big hard hit there right before halftime when he went out, he just hasn't looked quite the same running the ball.
Exactly. 3rd down and 10 for the Jackrabbits. Probably 4-down territory. Under a minute to go here in the 3rd quarter. Braden Allen, Ricebirds show blitz. Send Jones in motion, hand to him on a speed sweep from the near to the far side. He cuts it back up into the lines. Going to have some positive yardage, but I don't believe he's going to have a 1st down.
No.
Let's see where they mark it. I think he's going to be 2 or 3 yards short of a 1st down.
Yeah, he is going to be short. Well, the referee has it. He's 3 yards short, but where the down marker has it, he looks like he's 2 yards short. But
well, the field is not perfectly crowned, I'll tell you that. This is an old dirt field.
It was that was an 8-yard pass play because he pitched it forward to him.
And they're going to take this one into the 4th quarter. We've got 3 in the books. The Stuttgart Ricebirds with the only points of the 3rd quarter. They lead Lonoke 35-24. We're back with 4th quarter action in 1 minute.
Vehicles are expensive, so protect your investment at Stuttgart Tire Service, 1111 South Park Avenue in Stuttgart. Tires, flats, batteries, balancing, alignment, and more. They offer top quality service you can count on. Stuttgart Tire offers roadside assistance for vehicles of all sizes, including agricultural equipment, and their top-of-the-line alignment machine can handle up to 1 tons and dualies. They carry Bridgestone, Firestone, and Mastercraft, brands you can trust, and tires to fit your budget with snap financing available. Stuttgart Tire Service at 1111 South Park Avenue in Stuttgart, 870-673-0111.
The Powerball jackpot from the Arkansas Scholarship Lottery is now more than $800 million. So, what would you do if you won?
Oh, I would throw a joyous party, celebrate with the worst dance moves anybody's ever seen before.
I would spoil my little brothers.
Got your ticket? If not, visit your local lottery retailer for your chance to win the Powerball jackpot of more than $800 million. This is winning. Call 1-800-522-4700 for Problem Gambling Helpline.
Welcome back to the 4th quarter from Jackrabbit Stadium in Lonoke. The Lonoke Jackrabbits looking at 4th down and 2 from the Stuttgart 27-yard line. Ricebirds lead by 11. Quarterback takes a snap, rolls to his right. He's looking, he's getting some pressure, trying to turn the corner, and he does not get there. The Ricebirds hold him. He'll take over on downs.
Wow. The Ricebird defense just kept stringing that play out and stringing that play out. It wouldn't let Allen turn upfield that time. And
great coverage in the secondary, too,
Yes,
Brent.
it was fantastic coverage downfield. Allen just had nowhere to go with that ball and nowhere to run. And a huge stop for the Ricebirds. Now, let's go down and punch it in the end zone.
Absolutely. 11:51 to go here in the ball game, and the Ricebirds with a 35-24 lead. They've got the ball at the at their own 31-yard line. And like Brent said, let's eat some clock and let's get some points.
Yep.
How about seeing number 5 lined up out there too, Brent?
There you go.
Carson Konechny. Great to see him back in the lineup here tonight after nursing an injury, gosh, since the
Newport game.
Yeah.
Since after the Newport game.
3, I guess, of the year. Handoff, Hawkins, left side, trying to get the corner. Turns it upfield, gets across the 35 to about the 36-yard line. Gives Seahawk about 5 on the carry.
5 on 1st down and keep that clock rolling. That clock is the Ricebirds' friend now with an 11-point lead. See if they can grind out some yards and keep the clock moving, keep the ball away from that Lonoke offense.
Battle for the number 2 seed in the conference, which makes a difference at playoff time.
Yes, it does.
The loser will be the number 3 seed. Empty backfield. Deontay takes a snap, just turns it over the right guard out there, following Dylan Duncan, number 72.
He's going to pick up about
3.
3.
Yeah, he's going to be about 2 yards short of a 1st down. So we got 3rd down and 2 coming up from the Stuttgart 39-yard line. Clock rolls under 11 minutes to go in the ball game. The Ricebirds in their maroon pants, white tops, maroon helmets, the Jackrabbits in all purple with white numbers. Big third down coming for the Ricebirds. Send Rabenek in motion from the right to the left. Handoff, Hawkins. He starts into the line, cuts to the outside, puts his head down.
It's going to be close.
It's going to be close.
I think he's got it. I think he's got it too. But it's hard to tell from on the far side. They wanted to move it, but I don't know if he got a great spot.
Let's see where they actually do set it down.
The referee on the side in front of the chains is saying first down.
First down is being indicated.
There we go.
And that's it. Ricebirds with a fresh set. They needed 10, and they got 10.
10, just barely, yeah. No doubt about that. Big first down there.
Here come the Birds. First down and 10 from their own 41-yard line. Everybody in tight. Clark hands off. Hawkins coming to the near side, puts his head down, maybe a yard, and that's going to about do it for Cedric. Got a good spot, though, I think, actually.
Yeah.
Moves it out to the 42-yard line. A good yard there. 10 minutes, 9 seconds to go in the fourth quarter. Ricebirds with a 35-24 lead over the Lonoke Jackrabbits. Lonoke Band has their flashlights out on the far side over there.
Yep.
Looks like
everybody in tight again with that big, heavy package, and they're shifting it over.
Cade Coach lined up on the right end. Deontay Clark's going to keep it, using the blockers, puts his head down. Going to have a couple. Now we got a late flag coming in. So let's see what we got going on there.
Ooh, a very late flag from that back judge. He loves to throw that flag, don't he?
Yes, he does.
A long ways.
Yes, he does.
Yeah, he throws it a long ways.
Yes, he does. He sees something, and he said, I'm going to get my flag into the mix.
He's got good eyes because he saw it way up in the middle of the field.
And now he comes up to it and throws it another 3 or 4 yards forward.
Yeah,
and it is going to be against the Ricebirds because they're talking with the Lonoke coach.
He saw something there that the referee standing 20 yards closer didn't see.
Did not see. That's exactly right. I thought when he threw it, well, they must have grabbed his face mask in there. But this is a big one here against the Ricebirds. It's going to move the ball all the way back to the Stuttgart 35-yard line.
Yep, must have been a hold there, and it would have been third down and about 7, but now it's second and about 16.
And the clock starts, rolls to 9 minutes and 30 seconds to go here in the game. Here come the Ricebirds, wide outs on the left and 2 on the right. Hand off, Hawkins using his blocking in there, follow. Boy, I love to see that, following number 56 in there, Hunter Smith.
Yeah, gain of only about 2 on that play. That takes Hawkins up to 191 yards on 20 carries.
Good to have Hunter in there helping, doing a little bulldozing again.
Yep, sure is.
Birds to the line, third down, 14. 3 wide outs to the left, which is the wide side of the field. Deontay does a little hard count. He's got Cedric Hawkins standing to his left.
I don't think they'll put it to the air here. I think they'll just run it. I think they're going to run down and then just take a timeout.
The play clock is out down here on this end. Both of them
are out. But you can see Coach Price is waiting to take a timeout there, and there he goes.
Timeout, Ricebirds. Let's take a quick 30-second timeout with them. You're listening to Stuttgart Ricebird football on Country 97.3 FM. We're part of the EAB Sports Network.
Pico Food says good luck to all the players, coaches, cheerleaders, and marching bands taking the field tonight. Under the lights, it's not about who's in your path, it's about who's in your huddle. And Pico Foods is a proud teammate and supporter of local communities and the state's agricultural producers. Learn more about Pico Foods' mission to support producers in Arkansas and Missouri by calling David Durham or James Sester, 870-202-7101. In Alabama and Mississippi, call Craig Bird or John Taylor Hickman, 601-670-9383.
Welcome back to Lonoke, where the Stuttgart Ricebirds lead the Lonoke Jackrabbits 35-24. Stuttgart Ricebird football powered by Petrus in Stuttgart. And hey, don't forget these little cold snaps. They can bite your battery as well. So if your battery is over a couple of years old, why don't you swing by either one of the Petrus locations and have them check it out for you. You sure don't want that to leave you stranded with the winter months coming, and they'll take care of you at either Petrus Service Department. Petrus powering tonight's Ricebird broadcast. Handoff, Cedric Hawkins looking for some room on the left side. Cuts it back to the middle now. Cuts it back to the right side. He's dancing around trying to find some blockers. He shifts another gear. Across the 45. Out to the midfield, and he is close.
He's close
to a first down.
Yeah.
I don't think he's got it. Let's see.
No, I think he's going to be just a couple yards short, but boy, he tried everything he could to get it out to that marker. He's going to be about 3 short.
I'm telling you, it looked like Dancing with the Stars out there because he was picking his dance partners and he was using his blockers, and he had that fancy footwork going.
They're going to line up to go for it.
I don't blame him. I would too.
Fourth down and 3.
And 3 to go here from their own 49-yard line. At least try a little hard count.
Yeah.
Nope, they're going to hand it off, and they're going to let Cedric get the first down.
He's got it.
He does. He just powers his way. Now, Lonoke comes out of there with the ball and heads the other way. Was the ball not blown dead?
No, it wasn't. Apparently not. Wow, what a turn of events there. The Ricebirds had a first down, but apparently they stripped the ball from Hawkins. I didn't see it come out. They must have just stripped it, and they returned it for a touchdown.
Number 4.
Yep.
And we got a ball game.
We do.
7:23 to go in the fourth quarter. And Lonoke's number 3. Was it number 3 or number
4? Yeah, that was 4. That was Burnett. And they are of course going to go for 2 here to try to cut it to a 3-point game.
50-yard fumble return for a touchdown.
Yep.
Quarterback takes, rolls to his right, looking for the pylon. He's got it. And Lonoke pulls within 3. The Ricebirds lead the Jackrabbits 35-32, 7:23 to go. Don't go away, folks. And there might be a penalty on the 2-point conversion run.
Oh, boy, this could be it.
There is a...
No, it must be on Stuttgart because they waved it good. They signaled it good, I guess. Yeah. I always said it will be enforced on the kickoff, so it must have been on Stuttgart.
Huh.
So, yeah, what looked like a first down for Stuttgart, and they could run a couple more minutes off the clock with a 2-scoring lead. And now we have a 3-point game, and the Birds are maybe going to have to get some more points on the board because I don't know if 3 points is going to do it. A 3-point lead. Wow. What a break for Lonoke, Glenn. Hawkins runs for a first down, runs up into the pile there in the scrum, is just trying to move forward, and then apparently Burnett just stripped the ball away from him because the ball was not on the ground.
No, it wasn't.
He comes out of the pile with the ball. There was no whistle, and 8 points later, we got a 3-point ball game.
And like we talked about, I mean, earlier in the game about the piles and the pushing and all of that.
Yeah.
But credit Lonoke is they find a way to get a score, and now the penalty is going to be marked off on the kick. Now, this is something I've not seen at the high school level.
Now, this is where you have to be aware of a short kick
onside, exactly.
or an onside kick, because they have nothing really to lose here.
Let me see. Has he got it setting sideways?
No, he doesn't.
He's got it setting upright.
He's got it teed up. Maybe he'll just kick it out of the end zone and just give us the ball at the 20, and that would be smart for them to do as well. It doesn't look like an onside kick formation at all. It's just a standard formation.
He moves up, and he is going to drill it. It's not going to make it into the yes, it is.
Yeah, it is.
Cedric takes it about 2 yards deep in the end zone, and the Ricebirds will have it first down and 10 at their own 20-yard line. 7:23 to go here in the fourth quarter. We got a 3-point ball game as the Ricebirds, instead of being up by 3 scores, are up by 3 points.
Yep.
Over Lonoke, 35-32. Yep. And you certainly hope that all the Mo hasn't changed uniforms.
That's
here.
right. That's right. But Ricebirds still have the lead here now. Just need to maybe get one more touchdown on the board because it's going to be hard to run out 7:23, I think.
Here come the Ricebirds to the line. 2 wide outs to the left, 2 to the right. They send Hossman in motion from the right to the left. Hand off. Hawkins, he starts left. Now he cuts back right, trying to get the corner. And he breaks through at the 25 and out to the 27-yard line.
That was a little Houdini act there.
It was.
Cut right inside of Jones, and Burnett right at the line of scrimmage is going to pick up 6 when it looked like he wasn't going to have anything.
Actually out at the 27-yard line. 2nd down and 3 coming up for the Ricebirds. Yep. Clock rolls under 7 minutes to go here in the game. Birds up by 3 points.
I would love to see Sparky to get loose one time.
Yes, sir. 2 wide outs to the left. 1 to the right. Actually 3 wide outs to the left.
Cedric has got to be gassed. Ricebirds are going to let that, well.
And there's no play clock unless they're just keeping it on the field.
I'm sure they are, but we have no way of knowing what it is. Yep.
Fake to Hawkins. Sparky's going to keep it himself, looking for a little room on the right side. Powers his way to a 1st down. Fresh set of downs for the Ricebirds.
Gain of about 7 on the play for Clark. Yep.
Brought down by number 29, Cody Amato.
Yep.
For the Jackrabbits.
Yeah, as Lynn mentioned, fresh set of downs and keep that clock rolling there. Hold on to that ball, Ricebirds.
Absolutely, but really the intent, I think, needs to be to find the end zone because
yeah, for sure.
The Jackrabbits, as we just saw, very quick strike capability.
Yep. Oh, yeah. Yeah, we saw that in the first quarter for
Cedric
sure.
is gas. Look at him.
Yeah, he is, man. He's got to be. He's had 22 carries for 208 yards, and he's had some tough carries too.
Deontay calls for it, and there's a movement before the snap.
Yeah, I don't think the Ricebirds had the right personnel on the field.
No, they called a timeout before.
They did.
Called timeout before they threw the flag because the Ricebirds had a little bit of movement. So let's take a quick 30-second timeout with them. You're listening to Stuttgart Ricebird Football on Country 97.3 FM, part of the EAB Sports Network.
Wilkerson Jewelers offers an exclusive selection of fine and custom jewelry with selections from all over the world, exquisite diamonds, precious gemstones, fashion jewelry, and more. For over 50 years, Wilkerson Jewelers has prided itself on customer service and satisfaction. Let us show you that buying fine jewelry can be an experience that can last a lifetime. Be sure to check out WilkersonJewelers.com. Easy financing is available and even layaway for Christmas. Only at Wilkerson Jewelers in beautiful downtown Stuttgart.
And we're back in Lonoke for this big 2-4A conference matchup between the Stuttgart Ricebirds and the Lonoke Jackrabbits. Stuttgart Ricebirds lead 35-32 with 5:48 to go in the 4th quarter. Stuttgart with a fresh set of downs. 1st down and 10 from their own 34-yard line. Handoff, A.J. Higgins starts into the line, and not much there. A little renewed effort now on the Lonoke Jackrabbit line.
Yep,
after that last touchdown, got the Rabbits back in the ball game.
Yep, because the Birds were pretty much grinding out the yards against them there and picking up 1st downs, and just a little bit of life to that defense there. Higgins picked up 2, 2nd down and 8.
Ball's on the near hash mark. Higgins stays in the backfield. 2 wide outs to the left, 1 to the right. Calling for the ball, takes, hands off. Hawkins starting to the right and going to be chased out of bounds after a short gain here on the near side.
Stayed in bounds, but only a gain of about 2. I think a 3rd down and 6.
Big 3rd down coming up for the Ricebird offense now.
Yep. That's right. Cedric just needs one more little crease there to get him in the open field. Just unable to get it on his last 6 or 7 carries. Can't get free.
Birds contend with 2 wide outs on the left, 1 on the right.
4:25 left.
Hawkins standing to the right of Clark. Clark standing. using all the play clock. Takes, hands off. Hawkins starts left, now cuts back right. He's got some room. He's got a first down, and more out to the 50-yard line. Move the sticks. Seahawk gets the Ricebirds a first down.
It started out to the left side, didn't have much there. Cut it back to the right, picked up a block, broke one tackle, couldn't break the second or third, but he picked up 11 yards and a first down.
Big first down for the Ricebirds as the clock rolls under 4 minutes to go in the game. Birds with a 3-point lead and the ball at midfield. Deontay Clark's at quarterback. He's got 3 wide outs on the left, 1 on the right.
He's got Higgins in the backfield. Hawkins split out to the near side.
Handoff, A.J. straight into the line. Put your helmet down. Gets the ball into Jackrabbit territory down to the 48. Gain of a couple.
Yeah, pretty good hard run that time for A.J. He picks up 2, but he keeps the clock rolling. We're at 3:25, and the clock is rolling in the fourth quarter. Ricebirds clinging to a 3-point lead.
Birds break the huddle. It's going to be an empty backfield. Slot on the left, 2 wide outs to the left, 2 to the right. Hawkins is lined up to the right, sends him in motion. Fakes to him. Deontay's going to click it himself, and he's going to be brought down for a loss.
Yeah, if he could have cut it back inside just a little quicker, I think he had something, but boy, it closed quickly. Number 20, Drayden Clay, there for the tackle.
Nice job by Clay for Lonoke for the stop on Clark, bringing up now 3rd down and 9 for the Ricebirds from the 49 of Lonoke. 2:39, clock moving, fourth quarter.
I believe we're going to let it down and run and call our last time out here.
Coach Price playing the strategy game.
Yep.
And everybody just standing up, and there's the whistle from the official and the signal. Timeout, Stuttgart. So let's take a quick 30-second timeout with them. You're listening to Ricebird Football on Country 97.3 FM. We're part of the EAB Sports Network.
At River Valley Tractor, right now you can take home a Kubota L2501 DT tractor with a Kubota LA 526 FL loader, a Land Pride 5-foot rotary cutter, a 5-foot box blade, and an 18-foot trailer for $26,995. We're lucky to call the Natural State our backyard. With 7 River Valley Tractor locations, it means they're right in your backyard too. Now through December 31st, 2022. Visit rivervalleytractor.com or go to KubotaUSA.com for more information.
Back in Lonoke, where the Stuttgart Ricebirds lead the Lonoke Jackrabbits 35-32 with 2:15 to go in the fourth quarter. Ricebirds facing a 3rd down and 9 from the Lonoke 49-yard line. Brent just leaned over to me and said, do you think we've got 9 yards in us? Well, if we've got 9 yards in us, we've got a good shot on this one.
Yeah, we do.
Here come the Birds to the line. Handoff. Hawkins, a little double reverse, coming to the near side. Kendrick Hawkins has it, turns the corner, and he's still on his feet. He's going to be short of the first down.
Yep.
Not a play call, though, I thought, Brent.
Yeah, I think it was. Well, yeah. It was. What? Is there a flag? Timeout, Lonoke before the play? Wow, they're going to be wishing that they did. Well, I don't know. The Birds might have gone for it from there, but timeout before the play. No?
No.
Oh, okay. Timeout after
the play.
Yeah, my mistake.
I
thought they were blowing it dead there. I was going to say, boy, that was kind of a break for Stuttgart. But
okay, put your coaching hat on, Mr. Brent. What do you do here? You've got 4th down and a short 4 for a first down, and you can probably run the clock out, or you'll give Lonoke great field position with 2 minutes to go in the game. What do you do?
I give it to number 6. And say, get us 4 yards. I mean, you've got us here.
And we've got a punting team.
Yeah, we do. We're going to punt, which is not bad either. So,
all right. Jack Hossman is standing at his own 46-yard line. And Lonoke is sending some guys back, including, I believe, Braden Allen. I'm recognizing the pink socks.
Yep.
Here's the snap. Here's the punt.
Nice
knuckleball.
It's going to
hit and take a good Ricebird roll. It's going to be picked up.
Get him down.
And taken by Allen. And he is going to be wrestled down. Clock rolls under 2 minutes to go. Yep. And the Lonoke Jackrabbits will have a chance to win this one here tonight.
And they are at, like they're at the 17 or 18, I believe. The 17, maybe.
First down and 10 for the Jackrabbits. Ricebird defense will have to dig in.
Yep, I believe they have, 2 timeouts left for Lonoke.
Scoreboard
here?
says 2, but now I'm not sure you can go by the scoreboard.
I think that's right. But
clock keeper hasn't, or the scoreboard keeper has not been real sharp on that tonight. From the 17-yard line, first down and 10, shotgun formation. Braden Allen's the quarterback. He's got a single back standing to his right. Back to pass, looking. Now he's going to tuck it and run, and the Ricebirds are going to bring him down after a short gain.
Going to have maybe 4 or 5. Well,
let's see where they mark it. It's going to be a gain. Yeah, it's going to be close to 5 yards. Yeah, 5 yards. Second down and 5. Clock is moving. 1:30. Shotgun formation. Back to pass. Looking. Now he dumps it out in the flats. Incomplete. And it's going to bring up now third down and 5 from the 22-yard line, I believe.
Yep.
Again, it's on the far side. And we've got the telephone pole in the way, or excuse me, the light pole in the way.
Third down and 6, 1:23 left. Clock stopped.
With the pass incompletion.
Yep.
Ricebird fans on their feet.
Making some noise here.
Pumping up the Ricebird defense. Bird defense digs in. Allen takes a snap. Back to pass. Looking. He's in trouble. He's going to be chased. Now the Ricebird got him and they bring him down. A huge sack for the Ricebird defense. A huge sack.
A coverage sack that time. Cameron Harper and Nikhil Bradley bring him down. A huge loss. It's going to be a loss of about 12 yards. Wow, big stop there.
Fourth down coming up with 55, 54, 53. The clock is moving with the sack. Why doesn't the coach call timeout?
I don't know. I thought he did.
Holy cow. And I'm glad, but the Lonoke coach is milking the clock. Here we go. 4th and 15. 3 wideouts to the left. 1 to the right. Clock still moving. Back to pass. He's going to throw it as far as he can. Great Ricebird coverage.
Picked off.
And it's going to be picked off. Deontay Clark puts a nail in the Lonoke coffin.
Ricebird defense comes up big. Does not give up a first down. Picks up a huge sack. And then Deontay Clark finishes them off with the interception at the 45. And Lynn, it's time for my favorite formation here.
Oh, that old victory formation.
That's right.
Betcha.
Ricebirds can take a knee here and hold on to a 35-32 victory.
I'm telling you what, this one, yes, Elizabeth Skinner, this one has been a slobber knocker.
It has. And I thought it might have been the first one to 50 or 60 win here, but didn't quite get there. The defense had played well in the second half.
And the Ricebird band cranks up the fight song. Here come the Birds in that victory formation. All we need is Dandy Don.
Yep, that's right. Turn out the lights.
Deontay takes a knee.
Turn out the lights.
21,
party's over
20.
for the Jackrabbits.
That's it. The Ricebirds, I don't think will have to snap it, although there are no working play clocks here at the stadium, but I don't think he'll have to snap it. Ricebird offense stays out on the field. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. The Stuttgart Ricebirds will be the number 2 seed going into the playoffs with a big win tonight, 35-32 over the Lonoke Jackrabbits. It has been a dandy here tonight in Lonoke as the Ricebirds pull off the win on the dead grass in Lonoke County. We've got the Blue Seal Petroleum post-game show coming up. We'll have the scoring summary. Brent will have our end-of-game stats, and we'll put a cap on this one tonight. Last road game of the regular season for the Ricebirds. They return home next week to Ned Mosley Stadium to wrap it up against Ball Knob on senior night, as we'll wrap up the regular season 1 week from tonight. Birds win it here big tonight, 35-32. We're back with the Blue Seal Petroleum post-game show in 4 minutes.